button's not working. Hello, guys. Hello, we're here. I am gonna switch to proper cam, just because. I feel like that's a...
You don't want to waste those. You don't want to waste those big screen looks.
Oh, exactly.
No, it'd be a crime.
Here we are. Here we are. We're in the world. Edarastrix. And
Ahoy, master.
the last time we were here, guys, Pearl was asleep for most of the night.
Yep.
But you guys managed to fend off a couple of cultists from the local farm. And you made your way into the town of Bobonia, which, if no one else has pointed out yet, I would like to point out, does sound quite like a rude name. Very unintentional. So you went to Bobonia. You got a little bit of information. You stocked up on some lettuce. You had a couple of drinks, got a couple of pies, and then you heard of festivities going down at Bobonia Lake. So you decided to head there for the night. And as you were heading there, you were making some plans. You were making some plans. You wanted to make a big old grand entrance to impress.
We're gonna make a splash at the lake, mate.
Yeah,
big splash at the lake.
You're making a statement with this entrance. You're presenting yourself to the world for the first time as the adventuring party, the Egg Fondlers.
Is that the name we're showing today?
That is the name of your party, yes. The Egg Fondlers.
Was I consulted? It just organically happened, much like an egg itself.
I don't remember what we said. Like that being the performance name as well. Weren't we the Flaming Foxes?
Yeah, that is your performance name.
Yeah, okay, so this is what I meant. We're gonna introduce ourselves as the Flaming Foxes.
The Egg Fondlers.
We go by many names. This is where our reputation starts, in the land, I would say.
Yeah,
yes, exactly.
Fingers crossed.
I think I've made you guys a bit too quiet.
Sure!
So glad the microphone cut out that rest of that shout.
Same.
I was saying, are you sure?
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Hello.
I've set this all up way before, but you know, this is how it is, guys. This is how it is. So you guys are on your way to the lake. You're driving your cart over. You're making your plans. What plans are you making, Javier?
Well, I'm very excited because I sense a little bit of a money-making opportunity. I'm an entrepreneurial little half-elf, and I'm excited to use our newfound skills to perhaps put on a show for the local revellers, and maybe earn a bit of coin. That's the plan. We all have our unique skills, and I think if we bring them together into an enthusiastic and dynamic show, we'll be able to fill up. Who's got a hat? I can't remember which of us wears a hat. I don't think any of us. But let's pretend we have a hat. I've got a pouch. I want to fill me pouch. I want to fill our pouches.
Yeah.
Backpack, right?
You guys are also planning stuff. What are you planning to do? Your big entrance, and you're spending your night at the festivities.
Does everybody remember what we
I
rehearsed?
wrote it down.
I know Zirconis is intoxicated and thus a lot more loose than normal. I think he is planning on going into the fire at the bonfire and
jump out.
raising them up with his root magic, then being out and transforming into a fox.
Leaping flute through flaming roots as an entrance. I think I want to go down there and just start drumming up. Just let people know what's coming. I'm gonna go and do a little bit of a town crier thing. I think because I can't really add a huge amount to this show. Very few of my skills are particularly spectacular, so I think I'm going to be working the crowd. So I'm going to go and get some interest, get some hype going. That's my contribution. Frost, you had a plan.
Yeah, I remember after asking if anyone had a bucket. That because I can't actually, make ice appear out of thin air. I can only freeze water. And then Pearl proposed that she bent some water over, but I'd freeze solid. And
yeah, because once you've frozen it, I can just relinquish it. Like it will just stay as you put it, and I don't have to control it anymore. So then I can do my water foxes.
And then I'll just hack and slash away to make the most beautiful ice sculptures, assuming I roll high enough.
Yeah. I feel like there's going to be a lot of rolls.
Yes.
And obviously we have a talented.
I can already imagine this way.
And we have a talented bard in the group to provide obviously water magic and musical accompaniment to the entire show.
What do I roll?
Yeah, she's gonna switch out her drum to do flowy hands, even though she doesn't actually need to do that to control the water, but she's gonna do it anyway because flourish.
Last Airbender style.
Yeah.
Okay. As you guys are planning, Daviel is I'm gonna say you're sitting sort of on the left-hand side of the driver's seat of this cart. And you guys are sort of planning your entrance, and halfway through, you just hear a voice go, "Hello there, travellers! Planning to make an entrance, are ya?"
There's someone on the cart.
You look to your left, and you see a small, squat wizard with a massive beard and very long white hair and a wizard's hat on. He's riding on a flying carpet, just at eye level with you, just next to the cart, just riding along on a flying carpet. And next to him, there is what you would assume to be the same sort of tiefling that Zakonis is. They look sort of similar, except this one is female. And she seems quite stoic, just not saying anything, just sort of looking ahead. But yeah, this wizard comes up next to you and inquires about your entrance plans.
Well, sir, your intuition is certainly solid. Yes, we were hoping to entertain the crowd down here at Bobonia Lake this evening. Do you know the locals well? Are you a fellow entertainer?
Oh, I'm not one of the locals, but I do like to see a show. I think I've got a couple of things that could help you.
Well, we're certainly interested in anything that can add a little zhuzh, a little sparkle to our performance. What did you have in mind, sir?
He sort of rummages around in his little bag, and he goes, "Oh, I see you smoke a pipe, sir."
I am partial to a bowl of weed every now and again, in the Lord of the Rings sense, by the way.
And he's rummaging around, and he whips out this pipe from his bag, and it's very sort of ornately carved. It's got little animals carved all in the wood of it. It's like a full wooden pipe with like a gold trim on the where you heat it up, and a little bit of gold trim on the mouthpiece. And the rest of it is carved with little animals. And he says, "Here, try a puff of this."
I have to say that's a very fine implement you have there, sir. I certainly wouldn't consider turning you down. And I
Javen's
reach
not
out
driving,
to take
is
a little.
No, James.
I'm in the passenger seat.
Thank God.
I just go straight for it. I'm not even thinking intuition. I just get good vibes. I'm just going for it. Give us a huff on that thing.
Okay. Take a big old huff.
I do. Big old huff.
And as you breathe out all of this smoke, in front of you appears a big bear made of smoke. It's like animated. It's sort of like just doing a big bear pose. And he says, "That there is the pipe of smoke monsters. I thought you could use that to wow some people."
That's fantastic. I'm amazed. I simply must add this to my collection, even if only briefly. I presume you're suggesting a rental, sir?
Well, let's say if I give you this, you guys come by my shop later and buy some stuff.
Well, if your merchandise is as fine as your pipe, sir, we will be there. Are you based in Bobonia?
No, I travel around. Not based here, but we come here sometimes, to the festivities.
A roaming tradesman, eh? I can relate.
Yeah, we'll be here for the night. I heard you had a bard as well in your party.
We do. Let me introduce you. Pearl, come up front for a minute.
Okay. And she's just gonna carefully. I assume the cart's still moving, so she's just gonna carefully try not to fall. Just make her way to the front. It's like, hi, how can I help?
Ah, hello, dear. You're a bard, are you?
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna give you this to help with your entrance. I do like seeing a grand entrance.
Oh.
And he picks up a drum and he says, "Here, have a play on this." And hands it to you.
Oh, okay. Oh, thanks. Okay. And she's just gonna kind of look at it a little bit suspiciously, but like a little bit uncomfortably, but she doesn't want to be rude, so she's gonna play on it anyway.
Okay, and you start playing on the drum.
And
as you're tapping away on the drum.
Pearl's a scat artist.
Yeah. As you're drumming away, all these like colours sort of bounce out of the skin of the drum and start making illusions of flowers and pretty patterns in the sky. Just colourful illusions. It is an instrument of illusions. And yeah, when you play it, you can sort of the same with the pipe of smoke monsters. You can sort of just make illusions or monsters, whatever you can think of. It'll do that. It'll do that. And he says, tell your friends sorry, but I don't think I have anything that can help them right now. But if they come to the shop later, then I've definitely got some stuff that they might like.
Who are you? By the way?
Okay, thank you.
And then he just zooms off. The carpet just zooms off and they're gone.
Bye.
And I just didn't even get his name.
He was nice.
We don't even know where to find his shop.
Wow. Well, that was a useful little stop in. We didn't even have to stop moving. Right, I can see the lake up ahead. We're almost here. We need to get everybody together and let's work out how we're going to do this.
You saw all those colours, right?
Oh yeah, no, that wasn't just you.
Good.
Yeah, no, that was happening.
Just checking.
That was amazing.
Cool.
I don't trust it. Why would he just give that to us? These are not. Do you think this might be cursed?
Well, I didn't even occur to me, to be honest.
Because a random guy just shows up flying a magic thing and gives us
That's not something
very
normal.
valuable items. No, maybe it is for you.
I was just getting.
Just...
I was just getting sort of a strong marketer vibe from him, really, to be honest. It
I
felt...
think you have trust issues that you need to work through.
What does he stand to gain from it, giving us these items?
Money later. When
I'm already counting my gold pieces to see how much I can spend in his shop later. I don't even know where it is, but I want more of this. Did you see the bear? The smoke bear? I'm very pleased with my pipe.
I was in the back. Crazy. I wish I had seen the smoke bear. That sounds really cool.
I've got my opening. I know exactly what I'm going to do. I think we should pull up just outside the lakeside camp. I'm going to go down, mingle. I'm going to see if I've still got a full jug of the special Dracubana tea. I'm going to see if I can sell a few flagons of that around the lake. Start loosening up the crowd, and I'll tell you what, a few skins, a few horns of that sold, and I think they're going to absolutely love the multicoloured drum and smoke bear pipe, and that's before we even get into the ice sculpting and the flaming fox. So we've got this in the bag.
Awesome.
Okay, you guys are coming up to the camp. You decide to stop a little bit away from the camp so you can, stash away the cart. Maybe get some like camouflage protection for it. Who knows? But you are all looking at Zero's screen share.
Indeed.
I will now bring you over.
I'm so raring to go. With this show. Some coiled spring energy over here. A little waiting in the wings tension. I love it.
Cutscene mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are here. This is the lake. This is the lake edge.
Hey, look at this.
Everyone's having a nice little time.
This needs a full screen.
Everyone's doing some stuff.
Do not have control though.
It seems like a nice little lively place. Seems like a nice, everyone's having a good time, playing some music, selling some drinks, talking to each other.
They have a Tesla coil.
Who? And they do. What the fuck?
Yeah. So.
And a telescope. Nice.
You are now free to sort of explore and do what you want. If you guys are hanging back and Jade is going in first, then you guys can hang back, or you guys can just sort of come down and be a bit innocuous or do whatever.
I think do whatever seems fine. Let's split it up, explore the market a bit before we start our show. Maybe we can whisper that something big is going to happen so people anticipate us, and then suddenly, the moment something happens, heads will turn.
Should we try and go perhaps disseminate through the camp and get a lay of the land and see if we can encourage people to gather around the central campfire?
Yeah.
Get a sense of our audience and start building some anticipation. How does that sound?
I think that's a good.
What I'd like to do...
Witness the flaming fox.
You must. Well, don't give away the finale.
We should definitely have some.
Just tease.
We should stay with Zero, with Zagonis, because... not
Split
to be
pairs?
rude, split into pairs, sounds good. I noticed a telescope over there that I'd like to have a look at. I see some weird magical construction with lightning. I'm assuming that might pique your interest. Shall we go together, Javier?
Sure.
And then...
Okay, so
the Brothers Grimm can go to... Are we going to explore the... We're going to explore the east side or the west side?
I think the east side then, right?
East side.
Oh, wait,
Okay.
The compass says north.
Oh, no, hang on a second. I get that very suggestion. Javier gets very upset and he's like, can we... But they've got a... There's a Tesla coil. Please, can we do the west side?
That is Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah,
oh, you know what?
north.
I'm not even looking. I just spotted the compass. Okay,
Yeah,
I want to.
exactly.
Let's go north. I want to go north. There's a Tesla coil.
Yeah, northeast. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So myself and Frost will start just meandering,
I can't. Yeah, use the.
and I think we'll head towards that first group of people, that first set of Persian rugs down there, and see who we can see who we meet.
Ah, hello! You've come to the shop.
Is this the wizards?
This is the wizard, yeah.
Oh, right. Ah, hello. Good to see you again. I didn't know whether you were going to be here. You took off in such a hurry. We never caught your name.
My name's not important, Sonny. I'm so old that I've forgotten it.
Okay. And who's your companion here?
My companion?
Does your friend have a name?
She doesn't speak. So I
Lost
don't
it
know
now.
it. But
The
she's a
strong
good
silent
companion.
type, eh? I have a friend who you remind me of very much. Well, this was fun.
Okay, yeah. Because we had to buy something, should I ask? Sir, whatever. You don't know your name, so I can't really properly address you. But you don't happen to have any upgrades for me, do you? Like any weapons better than my going?
Weapons? I don't sell weapons. I sell magic tricks.
There you go.
Anything useful for me?
Anything
you-
useful for you?
Yes.
Oh,
That you're willing to part with.
I've got.
Just putting it on face. Just putting it on face.
I think I've got just the thing for you. You're a ranger, correct?
Although I prefer to fight with melee combat, like
I-
most of my fellow rangers.
I just lean in. Jack, why are you always so strange in shops?
What do you mean? I didn't ask for. I whisper back. I didn't ask for letters this time, did I? So
Well, I suppose so. Do you think?
The wizard turns round after like rummaging through some stuff, and he's got this. It looks like a poncho. It's like a little cloak with a hood on it. It's basically just like a poncho, but it is like it's just a very sort of like grassy green color.
to do camouflage later. I don't actually think this is
And
going to be too useful.
he says, "This is the nature's mantle. This cloak can change color and texture to blend with the terrain surrounding you."
1 second, guys.
I'm just gonna lean over to Frost. Hey, see, that's good, isn't it? Told you they were okay.
Frost is just staring
Yeah, no, yeah,
blankly
yeah.
into the distance.
Sorry. Yeah, my mum came in and it's like, oh, I'm so fucking inconvenient. Anyway, cloak of nature. One more time, can you repeat it? Sorry, Face. Not my
This,
intent.
this cloak can change color and texture to blend with the terrain surrounding you.
And how much would you ask for this?
This is 10 gold.
I suppose I could spare 10 gold. And I hand him that because that doesn't sound too expensive, so I hand him 10 gold.
Ah,
and I
pleasure doing business with you.
Likewise.
We should think about how you could use that in our show.
I could just appear out of thin air, I guess. Sir, does this? If say we have like a wood podium, and I were to lie down on said podium, would this mimic wooden planks or just?
Yes,
regular wood?
yes, it does everything.
It does everything. All right. So I could make it look effectively like I'm teleporting in. It's not the exact same, but it will do the trick, right? Maybe if you conceal me with your smoke, my entrance is like I'm completely invisible.
Look, the way I see it, the more people we talk to, the better our show gets. Everybody we speak to, our show just keeps leveling up. So let's I think we should just keep going. We need to.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Anything for you, sir? He says to Jamie, he's like, anything for you? You looking to add to the pipe?
Well, I didn't realise you had any more stock on you, sir. I mean, I appreciate the loan of the pipe, but certainly, yeah. If you have any more wares that you think I might be interested in, well, flop them out on your rug, sir.
What kind of thing do you like? Are you a theatrical man?
Well, I mean, I dabbled as a young man, but I wouldn't say I'm a professional. Not like our friend Pearl, but I'd like to partake. I'd like to tread the odd board. Eh?
Ah, I see. So
but I'm a man of science deep down.
A man of science. Ah,
I am.
Well. I've got a couple of choices, maybe. We'll see.
Do tell,
see.
sir.
And he's
Do
sort
tell.
of like just goes in another bag. He's just got loads of bags, and they're just like seemingly endless, just full of shit. You'd probably guess they're all just bags of holding with like a load of stuff in them that he just carries around.
Veritable and there you go. There's another one for it. Veritable Mary Poppins.
He pulls out a little stick. Looks like a twig off of a branch. Doesn't look very special. And he also pulls out. It's a brown cloak with like a rope here and a silver little clasp around the neck. It's sort of like mid to long length. Looks very wavy.
Okay.
And he says, "Did either of these take your fancy?"
Well, a very fine cloak and a stick. I mean, does by any chance the stick have any interesting properties, or is it a stick?
Well, sir, you see, this is the wand of pyrotechnics.
Go on.
Javen, don't lose all your money. We have several stars to visit still.
With this wand, you can create colourful bursts of light. They don't do any harm, but you can make them quite big, and they crackle, and they're quite pretty.
And
Firework wand.
How much for the wand of pyrotechnics?
That'll be 10 gold.
10 gold, eh?
Are you
And
interested in the cloak at all?
well, I'm certainly if what I mistook as being a stick turned out to be the wand of pyrotechnics, then that very fine cloak, I can only assume, is a veritable masterpiece of haberdashery. So please do tell me what that does.
Well, this is a special cloak.
I had no doubt.
This is the cloak of billowing. Oh.
Billowing, eh?
While wearing it, you can make it billow dramatically.
Is there any other sort of billowing? I would argue.
Well, I would agree.
And what would you ask for such a cloak, sir?
The cloak, it's just 5 gold.
5 gold. 10 gold for pirating. I try and play it cool, but I start having a rummage through from my purse. I only have 43 gold left. Right now I'm looking around the camp, going, are the citizens of Bobonia and the travellers around and about moneyed individuals? I would like to get a feel for the crowd. Is there some sort of check I could do to see whether or not essentially this crowd are, a few pennies in the hat types or season ticket holders?
You can do an investigation check.
An investigation check. I'm gonna do a little investigation check. Get a lay of the land over here.
10. You look around. There seems to be a mixture of people. Obviously, the town nearby isn't that big. But you do see some people wearing, maybe a little bit finer clothing, a little bit of jewelry around them. There's not a load, but definitely a few. Most of them are sort of farmer types, town, sort of the rural area types.
Okay. Sir, would you consider a what we call in the town where I come from, a bundle deal for the cape of billowing and the wand of pyrotechnics?
Oh well, how much were you thinking there?
Well, it was 10 for the wand and 5 for the cloak of billowing. I was thinking around maybe 12 gold for both.
You drive a hard bargain, but I don't know. I think because I gave you the pipe, I feel like I can't accept that.
I understand, and that was very kind. Sorry, Frost, what was that?
And I lean over and I whisper to Jacob, what exactly do you think you're going to use the cape of billowing or the cloak of billowing for? What are you planning? Because if you're not actually using it, I know it may sound like a fantastical item, but if it's not useful, it may not be worth spending the money anyway.
But it billows.
Yes, I get that, Jacob, but just think, just give it a... And I asked the wizard, gnome, or whatever he was, are you going to be here all night still?
Oh yes, we'll be here all night.
So I lean back over to Jade and I'm like, you heard him, he's going to be here all night. Perhaps consider. But I agree with the one of pyrotechnics, could definitely help with our show, but just while we're doing everything else, just have the cape of billowing, cloak of billowing in your mind. And then if you still want it by the end of the night, you can always come back and buy it still. And possibly with more money.
But it would be so good for the show. And I paid back in Drakibrana, I was paying 5 gold for a pint. And now I reckon he'll go for 13. Won't he? I'll go look, and I turn back to the vendor. Okay. What do you say to 13 gold for the pair?
Oh, you drive a tight purse, don't you? Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, go on.
Oh, fantastic. And
this little wizard guy 13. Is just like a little fucking troll guy. He just doesn't. He's just here to have fun, and he doesn't give a shit. So he's
and I'm feeling his vibe. And I'm sitting there. JV now feels like I was paying 5 gold for a beer. Now I've got a cape of billowing for 3 gold, and I'll get that back every single time we walk into a tavern. I'm going to billow that thing like you've never seen.
It's your money.
This is not just for showbiz. This is every entrance I make into any room from now on. So I think that was money well spent. It's okay. I'll just have to sell a few more magic teas. That's all.
Before we head to your next shop.
Sure.
This is more of a phase. Can I roll if there's anything special about the tiefling? Because she might be more powerful than the troll.
I guess.
Strong but silent type. Can I roll for anything? See if there's anything special.
I guess you can try and do an insight check.
Alright. Do an insight check.
Yeah,
I mean, 19.
Even on a 19, yeah, I mean, this tiefling hasn't said a word and has the most stone-faced being you've ever met in your life. I don't know. What could you gain from seeing this person? What's their vibe? What do you think they're like?
A bit more like Zirconis if Zirconis was sober.
Fair. Then that is what you find out from your insight.
Okay, and then I lean over to her. I don't have no clue if Zirconis is gonna be interested in this.
Are you matchmaking?
Yes.
I never saw this coming, but I'm here for it.
So I lean it over. You know, I have a friend over there who I think.
The lead on Tales.
I think you get along with my friend over there. He's a bit drunk at the moment, but I'm sure he like from what I can gather from your very strong but silent type study going on. I think, especially when he's sober, you definitely come to like him. So maybe
she's just like staring at you, still not saying anything. She's just watching you speak and listening, and that's when we'll join Pearl and Zakonis.
It's such a good cutaway. But
who are over here. What are you guys doing?
I do have to say, by the way, Javier was like surprised and impressed at Frost's attempt at wingmanning for Zakonis. Didn't see that coming. And by the way, the sidle emote in Tailspire, top notch.
Wait, which one? Wait.
It was just me moving the piece.
Yeah, it was all it was manual.
Yeah.
It was puppetry. It was great.
Yeah, Zero, you can move the camera over to you guys.
Visual storytelling, love it.
Do we move our characters over to like the next stall just to give?
You guys can sort of go wherever you want, wherever you're planning to go while we're doing this. Yeah.
Sure.
Here we go. Yay.
So you and Zoe, you and Pearl, where are you guys going?
Drunken stupors. Oh, the fire.
Pearl's just like running around trying to make sure you don't hurt yourself.
Basically. No, it's not fire time.
Wonderful. This is so huge. For you folk.
Yeah, so you walk over here and there's a bunch of tieflings all just hanging out, cooking some food, having a chat with each other.
Brothers.
Hello, brother.
How are we this fine evening?
We're good. How are you, brother?
I feel enlightened. Something amazing is going to happen.
Oh, is it now? There's something amazing happening in my stomach with these eggs, I'll tell you that.
Ooh, eggs.
Yeah, we got some eggs. You want some eggs? I'll give you some eggs. Here, have some eggs. And he just sort of like starts gesturing the pan of eggs at you. Go, have some eggs.
Starts drunkenly just consuming these eggs.
And then they all laugh and they're all just like sort of drunk, having a good time, eating some eggs.
It's delicious. You are great people.
Thank you. And what would be your name?
I am Zakonis.
Zakonis. Very nice to meet you. I'm Flob. This is Bear. And that over there is Dibble.
Such strong names.
Thank you.
Love it. Your warriors traveling.
Not warriors, we're just out here enjoying nature, you know.
Nature, the truest beauty of the entire world.
Of course, brother.
We're such good people.
What are you doing here tonight?
We hope to entertain.
Oh, do ya? Well, you've got some competition. The bard here is pretty good.
Oh, we too have a bard. A special set of talents.
Well, I'm interested. Oh, you're the bard, are you?
Yeah, I'm not drunk, but yes, I'm.
You're not drunk. Oh, someone get this girl a drink.
No, that's
One of the other tieflings just like instantly just whips out a fucking jug and starts pouring drink into it, and then like, hey, go on, have a drink, yeah, join us.
Speak with my new friends.
What the heck? And she's just gonna drink it, but she's not gonna like be stupid. She's not gonna down it. She's gonna a few mouthfuls, you know. It's like, yay!
This is like an actual camping trip I was at a few weeks ago.
You can tell I've been to festivals, right?
Yeah, right.
I don't know. I've never been myself.
You could tell I was usually one of the most innocent people on camping trips.
So you're a bard, are you?
Yep.
How about
Yep,
you sing us a song?
Oh well, I'm preparing my voice for something special later.
Something special, is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
you guys
you don't want to miss it.
check out the big fire later on.
The big fire. Oh, okay. I'll make sure to be over there.
Yeah. But this drink is really going to help get my throat nice and warmed up. So thank you.
Well, you're welcome. The more the merrier. And he just sort of goes, just cooking more eggs. He's just constantly cooking eggs, this guy.
So, anything else interesting around these parts? What's going on with the rest of these people here? Do you know them?
Oh, well, you know, these are just sort of the town folk. We come here a few days a week to just hang out, have a little drink, enjoy some nature, come down by the lake. You know, it's a bit barren up by the towns and on the roads. We prefer to sit down on the lush grass of the lake bank and have a little party. It's good for the soul.
Beautiful scenery for such a wonderful festivity.
It's very nice around here.
Is there anyone we should stop by and see? Anyone of interesting qualities?
Oh, everyone here is a bit quirky, I would say. And everyone else at the campfire just goes, hey, ha.
Alright. I shall take part and meet these people. Look forward to seeing you all around the large campfire.
We'll see you there, brother. They all raise a glass.
Yes.
Mr. Codus is just running away from Pearl.
Oh no.
Nice people.
It's more like he's just sauntering off in his drunken, like, adventuring, and Pearl's just, like, desperately trying to keep up with him.
We have here.
This is, as far as you can tell, just a place where they sell food and drink.
Oh, it looks delicious. What kind of drinks do you sell?
Oh, we've got some ale, we've got some mead, we've got some wine. We've got some of the heavier stuff.
Heavy. Makes the drink heavy.
Well, it just gets you more drunk.
Can be more drunk. It's interesting.
Would you like a drink?
Would love one, sir. Love it.
What kind of drink would you like?
Like kind that makes me feel good.
I've got just a drink for you. And the barman pours. It's just a little cup of something.
Oh god, that
He
sounds
goes,
like
here, drink this.
Jonas takes it, kind of looks at it a little strangely, and kind of
So small. I am intrigued.
just kind of throws it back.
Yeah, what you just drank was a shot of whiskey.
Ooh.
Burn. It
I
burns
want to hear that.
different-
I want to hear that ooh again in full Zakonis voice, because that's got to be like.
Ooh.
vocal
that
gymnastics.
burns on the way down.
Oh, it does, but it makes you feel good.
Yes, I am indeed feeling wonderful.
That's good to hear.
Thank you, sir.
Can I get anything for you, love? Looking at Pearl. You want a drink?
I will take some. Do you have water? That sounds like a really stupid question. We're by a lake. Could I have some water, please?
Yep, water coming right up.
Thank you.
Yeah, gives you
And it's
water.
like 20. It's like 20 silver because it's obviously that's a typical festival. There's water right there, but they charge you the earth.
Well, fortunately for you guys, capitalism hasn't come to the outer fringes of Bobonia Lake yet, so everything's pretty cheap.
Yeah, this is more 60s Woodstock than
Hell
2000s Woodstock.
That'll be
Zirconis.
10 silver for the drink and 5 for the water.
You got a wristband?
Gold, right?
Huh?
10 silver's one gold, right?
Is it? Yeah.
Cool.
I've been using that.
I always
gonna-
confuse. I
Yeah,
always
but they-
confuse 10 and 100.
They call it 10 silver to make it sound cheaper.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, it's like a 99p
was
store.
that was an out of character question because I'm bad at math. she's gonna pay for water.
Yeah. Thank you, love. Take the money.
Zirconis is gonna lean into the guy. Just be like,
We will also repay you with entertainment. A big fire.
Planning something special, are ya?
It will be spectacular.
Well, I look forward to it.
Ah, me too.
And
Till
that
then.
is where we're gonna cut back over to these guys. I'm gonna need you to follow the camera on these guys. You know.
Okay, so as we make our way around the next group of revelers and travellers, I'm billowing every step.
Billowing.
Like, I'm billowing right round. In fact, I do a little loop around the small fire there,
How
just so
much
I can
did-
billow that little bit longer. Because I know if I stop, the billowing will kind of die down. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
How much did JVO have to drink?
I'm just me, baby.
Do you really have to keep billowing with every step you take?
Yes.
I spent 3 gold to billow. I'm going to billow. Don't ruin it for me.
I think you've got your money's worth of billowing, not gonna lie.
Should have gone with tail.
You end up.
Yeah, left the drunk tiefling with frost. That would have been a great idea.
What an explosive combo.
Maybe we'll get to that at some point.
Good evening, gents.
Evening.
How are we all this evening?
Good sir, and you?
Very well, thank you. Very well. Excited. As you can probably tell from my billow.
Ah, yes.
I'm
gonna find Billow.
I've heard there's going to be quite the show on later.
Quite the show on. Well, they usually do put quite a show on these nights anyway.
Oh, really? And what sort of performances have you seen down here before?
Oh, we've had bards, we've had magical flames, we've had dancers from other worlds.
Well, there's quite the spot. Well, I think you're going to enjoy yourself tonight. In fact, I believe that we're going to be in for quite the treat around the large campfire at the centre of the camp in just a short while. I was wondering actually if you might be interested in a little tipple from my jug.
Oh, a little tipple from your jug. What would be in it there, sir?
Well, it's a fine tipple I came across in the city of Drakibrana, and well, I'm a well-travelled man and have a seasoned constitution, but I have to say, it certainly enhanced my evening. I think it'd do the same for you. Care for a drop?
Oh, well, I do say I'm adventurous, so why not?
Well, pass me a receptacle, sir. Let me top you off.
He's got a little cup in his hand, and he just passes it
Hey,
over.
Jeff, don't happen to have a little bit for me too, do you?
Do you think it's wise before the show?
Like,
I mean,
you've had some. I'll just have a little. If I'm too
to be
tempted,
fair,
I'll
like,
just
A
shake my
little
gut.
bit. But just remember,
The last time
you
I
went
chugged
straight to
it-
sleep last time.
Yeah, because I chugged an entire fucking cup.
Hold on, just a sip. Go on. And I kind of keep hold of the jug. I let Frost drink from it, but then I've kind of got my hands on it.
Like when a kid asks for a sip of your beer.
Yeah. And as soon as it's like, I feel like, oh no, yep, that's good. Yep. I just leave no choice.
Oh, I've been that child so many times.
Well, I'll make sure I didn't need the choice. I'll just say, all right, thanks.
No problem. No
And I
problem.
feel a little less stressed.
Anybody else for a wee dram from my jug?
The other guys, they've heard of this magical drink from Rakibrana, so they're like, yeah, go on. It's been a while since I've been there. If this is the same thing I'm thinking of, then it should be a good night.
So yeah, I basically top off people's drinks to kind of the level. I'm pacing it, but kind of the level that kind of makes sense for them. They're kind of like a little bit more. When. Yeah. I mean, it's quite a big jug. It does hold like what? It's a couple of liters, isn't it? So I'm making it last, but I'm making sure everybody gets a good dram.
Okay. Hi. Okay, cool.
Interesting.
You don't need to know what that was about.
Honestly, I don't know the game well enough to even guess, so this works for me.
How do I? So, JV, did not see magical dice appear out of thin air just now.
I'm straight away like, oh, I knew I should have cut him off. This is exactly what I was worried about. There's no dice, Frost. It's a trick of the light. It might be my wand of pyrotechnics misfiring.
And just whenever I get high now, I break the fourth one.
The guys that you were hanging out with, they all sort of group together because they were hanging out before. They obviously know each other. They sort of group together and wander off this way. Start sort of moving away.
Yeah.
And they go sit by the fire.
Frost, I have to know what that glowing orb is in the background. Look at it. It's
The
beautiful.
telescope nearby. You can have a look at that. I'll have a peek at the stars.
Sure. Well, make sure you keep telling people about the show and tell them to bring their purses.
Yes. Well, maybe not the purses because they might think we'd steal them. Alright.
Surely they'd think we were going to steal them if you told them to leave them at their tents and go to the fire.
Yeah, fair enough.
Tell them to bring their money to the fire. Just get a buzz going, will you?
Yeah. Alright. We'll do.
Okay, and I billow off to the Tesla coil.
I stay here to like I walk around all the villages and mention a bit, and I don't know what Jacob does.
Okay. Well, if Javen was walking off, Frost, are you going with him?
Yeah, I'm going the same direction. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's
Well,
slightly
you guys
behind
make
it.
it to here. You see a couple of gnomes. One of them has sort of a metal arm that you probably won't have seen before. You probably wouldn't have seen anything like what he's wearing. It's just like it's a vest. It's like a bronze vest with like a load of buttons and dials and gauges on it. Stuff that you Javiel as a scientist would probably have seen similar things, just nothing like this.
Yeah, on this level. Yeah.
Yeah, and Frost wouldn't know what this is at all. These guys look very interesting, and they're all sitting around looking at this little this tower that is sort of crackling and shooting light beams.
Good evening, sirs, and may I say, what a fine and fascinating contraption you have here. Can you tell me a little about it?
Well, thank you very much. That there is the that's the Targan Ezla coil.
Really?
Yes.
And what's its purpose? What does it do? I'm something of a scientist myself.
Oh, you're a scientist, are you? Well, what this thing
Well,
does...
I dabble.
what this thing does is it harnesses static electrical energy stored in the air above us.
Fascinating. I've been doing my own experiments in this area myself. You seem to be a lot further along than I at the moment.
Well, you know, I've been doing this for years. This is a recent breakthrough. It's my proudest invention.
Have you done any written works? Anything I can learn from? I'd love to sit at the feet of somebody who understands this stuff on such a high level.
Well, all my notes are back at the college. You see, we don't usually bring them around on the tours.
Ah, so it's a demonstration, an exhibition you're doing here.
Yes.
Telescope, I see. Can I ask, how far do you get to see with this thing, and how much zoom does it have?
The telescope, I mean, you can see quite far with it.
Do you mind if I have I love to look at the stars.
Go ahead, me lad.
So, crosses over, and I trust you remember to tell them about the show, right, Jay? If you want to, like...
Oh, yes. Sorry, yeah, of course. Well, folks, I hope you would support a fellow man of science and maybe join us at the campfire for a show later.
A show? Yes, that sounds wonderful.
Well, do allow me to top off your flasks with the finest squiffy brew from Drakibrana, if you're that way inclined.
Oh, I don't touch the stuff, but my friend here does. He points to this little guy on the left.
Cool. I don't know whether I doubt he's drinking out of that bucket, but if it's empty, I'll pop a little bit in there. In here? Hmm?
Yeah, he just holds up the bucket. Oh, yeah.
Excuse me if I don't fill it to the top. And then I turn back to the main haunch and say, I never caught your name, by the way.
My name is Targan Ezla.
Targan Ezla, of course, of the eponymous coil. Yes.
Of course.
I have to say, and please don't take any offence, that I find your robotic appendage rather miraculous.
Oh, yes.
Did you design that yourself?
Yeah, I made this myself. When I lost my arm in a mining accident, that's when I decided to become a tinker, a scientist. I built this arm myself and found out I had a knack for inventions.
Well, the greatest lights can come from the darkest of times, I would say.
Yes, very wise, very wise.
Do you have anything... I appreciate you're here in a demonstration, but I don't know whether you're trading at all while you're out here. Do you have any supplies that a fellow scientist might be able to make use of?
All I've got is my tinker's tools. We tend to travel light on account of the coil being so big.
I understand.
But if you are interested in learning more of the sciences, you can come and visit me at the School of Candlelight up in the north.
School of Candlelight? And where might I find the School of Candlelight?
The School of Candlelight is in the city of Cholneth. It's up on the northwest coast.
Cholneth? I've never been there, but I'll be making sure to add it to my itinerary.
Yes. I'm sure you would enjoy it as a man of science.
Sorry, I got distracted by chat.
Do you like it? By me?
By chat. Well, it was very nice to make your acquaintance, sir.
Oh,
and I do hope to see you by the fire shortly.
Yes. We'll attend.
Cool. And
Cool.
I spin dramatically and billow off back towards the next group of people.
Can Javian and I talk a bit on the way? It's flavor text.
Sure.
I heard a bit about this school. What did you say it was from?
Cholineth? Are you familiar with
Do I roll face?
You would know.
Said it was on the
Choloneth.
northwest coast.
You would know Cholineth. It's right next to Alteria.
Actually, it's quite close to my hometown, so yes, I'm very familiar.
Oh well, we should schedule a visit. You can visit the old homestead, and I can check out the School of Candy Lights.
I would rather not visit my old homestead right now.
Oh, sorry. Yes, I sorry.
It's just I asked about going back, if that was a good idea. I don't know if I told you the entire story, what happened, but
I mean, I don't know whether it's the whole story. It certainly come up once or twice.
yeah, Face mentioned that before I should head back, we should get a bit stronger. A very unsafe place now.
Right.
Didn't used to be, but right now I don't feel like we are adequately prepared to pass through. And it's the easiest pass there is to get to the other side. Or we'd have, if we were to visit your school place, we'd have to get quite a number of extra days added to our route if we're avoiding Alteria altogether.
And it's times like this I really do appreciate your well-travelled background.
Oh yeah,
And
definitely.
you guys come up to Conus and Pearl.
Zakonis Pearl, how are you? Did you manage to drum up much interest?
I think so. Zakonis is probably more drunk than when we got here.
Oh no.
I don't know if I was supposed to stop that from happening, but I also don't know how I would have. So
Zakonis, look at me. Are you all right?
Do the billowing thing to distract him.
Feel great.
Good. Have you eaten anything? Have you had any water?
he had eggs.
Eggs are good.
Delicious eggs. My brother's over there.
Okay, I only ask because shortly you're going to be carrying out quite a complicated spell, turning into quite a dangerous animal, and leaping through fire. Do you think you're going to be up to it?
Well, none of us can understand what you're saying.
I live for this.
Well, okay, I guess.
Whisper to Pearl.
I
Are you
look
sure
at
it's
Pearl.
alright?
Yeah, is it?
I'm sure he's fine.
Isn't this normally my role in the party?
I thought your role was to get into fights.
Well, at this rate, I feel like
I don't think Zakonis is gonna fight anyone, except
I
maybe
sure
the
hope
fire.
not. Because if we had to take care of a giant fox, that would be
He's
less than ideal.
He's been very good. We've been clothes shopping, and then I billow.
Jay,
Oh, that's a wonderful billow!
okay,
Right?
Don't support him in this, please.
I give a little look to Frost, like, told you.
I'm gonna look at Pearl like, don't support him. Look what I got.
Oh,
and
she
I,
is not paying attention to any
No,
look you're giving
'cause
her. She is
she's hypnotised by the
fascinated
billow.
billows.
I
She is
say
hypnotised by
Pearl,
the billow.
and I get my cloak of nature out, and then I lie down, and I should turn practically invisible, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then like, can you still see me, Pearl?
What?
Pretty cool
Yeah.
trick, huh? And then I
Where'd
get
he go?
take off the cloak again. So this is what I got. I feel like this could definitely aid us in
Ooh.
certain endeavors.
I've never been much of a cloak guy, but this town I think is turning me on to cloaks.
All I can think of is the fucking cloak from Lord of the Rings every time.
You'll have to add. I don't know if it's an official item, by the way, Face, but I still don't know how to add them to the thing, so I'm just using the name now. But you'll have to add
Yeah,
it later.
just add the name in, it would be fine.
Yeah. All right.
I got one more thing too. I couldn't help myself, but I think I want to keep it
Jim,
as a
you'll-
surprise.
Jim, you'll
And I think you're going to love it.
Yes.
Oh.
Please don't show it off now. We effectively ruining our entrance.
We absolutely need to keep our gunpowder dry here. Well, I think people are really excited. Have you noticed we've got quite a crowd gathering around the fire?
Yes, I've told many about our show to come.
Okay. Did you see anybody anywhere selling anything coffee-like?
Coffee. Well, there's I don't know if maybe
I don't know what D&D coffee is.
But there's a bar just behind us.
I want to discuss the plan. Now that we have these new items, do we want to alter our show? Now that we're all together, before we split up again.
Maybe little. I feel like we should probably head to the. In fact, I probably need to I need to zoom out, but I think we need to kind of emerge from the kind of lake side. So I think we should head down towards the lake.
Actually,
try and find a quiet spot and just talk over our entrance and get this show on the road.
Good idea.
So we see. I'll move to the lake.
You're gonna move over to the lake, yeah?
Or yeah, the lake edge anyway.
Because I don't even know what the Pucklandia equivalent of a stiff cup of coffee is for Zakonis, so I'm just giving up on that whole thing.
So with my new cloak, Jayfield, I've got an ID. What if I, in my cloak, sneak up into the fire and stay hidden, and then if you could cover me with your smoke, make sure that anyone with a keen enough eye, because of the smoke, still wouldn't be able to see me, and I could just appear like a magical poof, if you will.
A magical poof.
Yes, poof.
I thought I was past ever laughing at something like that, but I'm not. I'm not.
It just caught me off guard.
Yeah.
I didn't know a good description otherwise, so.
Oh, it's perfect.
Okay, so all right. So you're going to take. You're thinking you take cover by the fire. I perhaps announce the commencement of the show, followed by a magical poof, and then you will emerge through said poof.
Yes. That's the idea.
Oh, hang on. I've got an even better idea. How about this? So magical poof, which is going to be a bear, a smoke bear, right? And you can start like kind of shadow boxing, kind of like fighting the smoke bear.
So we both emerge from like a central piece of smoke, then split up, and then we fight one another. So
I create like the foe for you.
Yes.
And then that's your introduction. So I'll introduce you as the first performer.
But do I show up with the magical poof, or is just the bear going to show up with the magical poof?
I'll try and weave it into a story. In fact, Pearl, do you want to come with me and like maybe lay down a musical bed?
Sure.
So you got to start with a big You got to start with an opening number.
Regular drum or magical drum?
Say the magical drum.
Okay.
Yeah, we work up to the magical drum.
For when
D&D version of Save the Last Dance.
That's right. And we've got to wait for the tea to kick in, because I have been shopping that stuff all around the campsite.
I have one concern with our plan. If Zakonis is the one to last enter the scene by jumping through the flames, he is alone for like at least a song's length. Are we confident he doesn't wander off? No offense.
I've got it.
I won't wander.
I know you. Look, Frost knows you've got this. I know you've got this. But let's be honest, you're not a drinker, and that's good. That's good. And you know what? I've thought about quitting a lot of times, but when but after the 2 or 3 days I normally manage to get through, when you come back to it, it does hit you a little bit harder. And we're just thinking of you. How about we introduce Frost? Pearl, you lay down a little bit of exciting opening number music. Frost fights we tell the tale of Frost the hero fighting the smoke beast, and then we go down into like maybe take it down energy. We go into like a romantic number, right? And then you bring some water over and create some ice for Frost to start carving, and maybe that we added a little bit of romance. Crowds love romance. Maybe he's lost love. He carves his lost love from the ice.
I've seen this work of art a long time ago. I don't remember what it's called. Venus de Milo, I think was the name. I can maybe do something
That
like
kind of thing, yeah. That, but with arms. And then the story
you're
is,
a man of culture as well.
but only and then that way, if it goes wrong, okay, no arms. But we've seen that people will get it. If you accidentally shatter an arm or two, that's where people expect it to go.
It can be symbolic.
And then we have the romance, and it's lost love because your love has been abducted by a flaming fox beast.
Do we want to picture Zirconis as the antagonist, though?
Sure, right? We need every story needs a hero, an antagonist, and a love story.
What if?
It's showbiz.
You conjure. Can you maybe conjure a smoke dragon that takes away one of my statues, and then Zirconis as a giant fox fights the dragon, and then saves the girl?
I'll be honest. I've only ever managed to blow a bear.
Well, no.
So I don't want to risk anything more than that in front of an audience.
No.
I'm sure whatever smoke monster.
When did this go so childish?
I'm sure whatever smoke monster you create, it would still look awesome with Ox fighting it.
Well, I'll tell you what, Frost. I'll do what I can, but I can't promise anything.
Guess it's all up to the gods then to decide how this is going to end.
Well, you better start praying to Puck, because I'll blow what I can.
I already have. Before we even headed over here.
Such an idiot. Such an idiot.
We are mature adults.
I know.
Absolutely.
The bards are supposed to be the weird, horny ones, right? I know enough about D&D memes to know
I'm
that.
not horny, right?
Bold of you to assume. Bold of you to assume that.
I've been reading up on multi-classing, so.
Always the quiet ones, they say, right? The ones that seem the most innocent are the most kinky.
Okay, so I think Javiel at least is pretty confident in what he thinks he's going to do. I don't know. How are the rest of you guys feeling?
I'm not sure how my ice sculpture is going to end. I guess we'll have to roll for it, and then we either laugh or we stand in awe.
Well, I'm Frost. You do your best. I'm proud of you for tapping into your creative side.
I think it's going to look great, whatever happens. I think people are going to appreciate our effort.
Oh, and the song.
I've been working really hard on getting them all completely wasted. So as soon as we break out the colour drums and the smoke pipes, yes. I think we'll go down a treat.
The magical drum we're using when Zirconis drums.
And if something goes wrong, just blow more smoke in that direction so people can't see it as well.
Yes, just roll with it. Just go with it.
You guys can see that a pretty big crowd has gathered by the fire now. Everyone seems to be mostly there. The only people that aren't there are really like people that are still working the shops and the stalls and stuff. Yeah, everyone's just hanging out by the fire.
Can I please, both Javen, my Clark Kent identity, and Javiel,
yes,
would all like to just go. I would like to have a little wee, and I'd like to puff on my pipe and steel myself by performance. I need to go to my trailer for a couple of minutes.
A little wee
and get into my performance zone.
Yeah,
is that okay?
Let's go for a 5-minute break, and we'll reconvene, and then the show can go on.
Thank you.
The show must go on.
Show is next.
Show must go on.
All right,
main attraction.
5 minutes.
I'm looking forward to the amount of rolls you guys are gonna have to do.
Oh yeah.
yes, please.
Back in 2, thank you.
Yeah, we'll be back in 5 minutes, chat.
Yeah, hang tight.
Alright. Let's get the show on the road, go.
Hello.
Hello. Fuck.
Actually, I'll be back in a second again.
That's the only thing that's good with us is the dialogue. Well, at least with me. Because I have still no clue how the fuck combat works.
I return.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
That's the avatar changed. It's cool.
Thanks. I thought it was a bit more appropriate for when I don't have my camera on to have Pearl there.
Hey, fair enough. I should get a cloak and then just wear that instead. But for now, the leather jacket will do.
I actually do have a purple cloak.
I have like one of those chic ones. Do you know like the meme with like Flash or the guy that plays Barry Allen over a tombstone doing like this? I have like a similar kind of cloak to that one. Let me find it.
What are you talking about?
Cloaks.
Cloak. Yeah, so I have like a similar cloak to this.
I also totally didn't spend the first 10 minutes of the session looking through ocean dice on Etsy.
Lava's been on a pretty big dice looking kick.
I get on that kind of kick every time I make a new character.
Like, oh, must match my dice.
Yeah. The other new character I made for Matt's campaign, I don't need to do that because I already have a bunch of like just black dice from the other Dark Rogue that I made.
Wolfie, thank you, I will drink.
Pearl needs ocean dice, you know?
Nice. Yeah, Lav did a tweet, I think it was yesterday, saying, oh, send your VTuber character, find a matching dice set. She's been doing it still today, like she's still going.
Wait. Just DM her with a VTuber character.
Comment on the tweet.
Ah, never mind. I'm not going on Twitter. Fuck that shit. I'm not going on Twitter. No.
Love in the fire. Have you seen the whole map, Wolfie? You've seen the whole map. You know what the map looks like.
Wolfie. Welcome.
Am I very quiet? I should be normal, I guess.
It's just that I'm around.
Anyone
so
ever
everyone else sounds quiet.
Volume sometimes.
Normal volume for me is not.
I'm going to change
normal volume for everyone
in-game
else.
music as well. Go.
I didn't mean to fucking do that. What a dumbass.
Do we even have a span command? You still need a daily stroke command, Face. When? Thank you. I like it too. That's why I wear it basically every fucking day. Until it becomes too warm. Which definitely happens. I'm dressed in like the same outfit I'd wear when I'd go drinking, which is just all black and a white shirt and my necklace and like.
Oh, we do need a billow command, 100%.
But no daily stroke, unbelievable. So I have like this in my bracelets and my necklace, but apart from that, I'm just wearing flip flops, no actual fucking shoes, because this is way more comfortable than wearing a pair of leather boots.
Either trainer's boots or thing.
I always wear the sliders kind of flip flops around the house.
Yeah, I have like bacon shorts, something like
They're comfy.
this.
Oh,
I just
zero
wear
David?
that.
Yeah, I mean,
So there's just like all fucking black and then there's flip flops.
They are both in their little elf rooms, I think.
Presumably. Someone might be looting the cabinets. That would have been me, to be honest, but we don't have it being.
Ah, I always put the. My brain.
Frost,
I always
yeah,
put my
no,
dice bag in the fucking bin.
Well, I have them here, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, I don't mind telling you, I am ready and psyched for this.
Let's get this show on the road.
well, as you've been
What's
talking, it get a bit darker.
Perfect.
No longer evening.
So,
Night time.
consider
Perfect.
disabling my torch as I'm trying to remain hidden and not draw attention to me.
Okay. Are you doing the same hiding skills that I did in the last fight, where you're just like hidden behind a very small log?
I have the cloak now.
Hello.
I have the cloak of nature now, so I yeah. Nobody can see me. Yeah, I know it will be style.
Why do I have glitter on me and where did it come from?
It's Zakonis Emberheart, isn't it?
Wait, you can turn me invisible?
Yeah. I can turn you. I can turn pretty much most things invisible.
Ow!
The fuck? Can you move me over to the
Oh, no.
campfire? What happened?
My little dice bag that has my metal dice in it has a hole in the bottom.
Oh no.
And we can roll them more easily.
Oh no! Oh, it's only the stitching.
the wrong-
It has a ripped. Okay, I can fix that.
I've been using my pipe break
No,
to come up with
Fuck
to
me.
devise quite the sizzle reel. I hope you're ready for this.
I also, when Pearl starts
Oh,
playing
shit.
music, as the other three start doing their things,
Just
could
staying
you be
invisible.
giving them bardic
till the smoke.
inspiration as they start? Because
Does that give me advantage on
Just
performance-based
because.
rolls or something?
no, it would give you a d6 to add to a d20, to ability check or saving throw,
Okay, so
Yeah.
Do-
or
I
attack
think-
roll. But we're not about to fight.
I don't need bonus to attack rolls. I have a +7 still on attack.
Is everybody good to go? I'd like to, if possible, cast a spell. I would like to. Yeah, I would like to.
Tailspire does do dice, yes.
That's all right. I would like to cast cast resistance because I am a little bit concerned about
I have one more.
So
idea.
I would like to lend him my experience with the old tankard.
Can I propose one more?
And provide him with some resistance in the hope that it will help his any potential Constitution saving roll down the line. So yeah, I would like to cast resistance, and I'm going to touch Zakonis gently on the shoulder and remind him that he's got this.
Javiel,
Okay.
Javiel, can I suggest one more thing
Sure.
for the apex of my fight with the monster? Can you have it maybe like shoot up into the sky? I don't remember how high could I jump with the jump spell, like 20 feet, right?
Something like that, yeah.
I think I was like strength modifier, right? Just your strength modifier in feet, right? And then
I'll puff that thing up as high as I can get it for you.
preferably about however high I can jump.
I'm here for the layup. I will go for the layup.
Yeah, probably about 20 feet, 20, 30 feet.
20, 30 feet?
Yeah. Thank you for the
Say
bits,
30 feet
Dark.
'cause it's more
Very
dramatic.
much appreciated.
Please, space, give me that one.
What?
Just do 30 feet instead. Never mind. I think 20 feet's enough. I don't know how many feet it is. 20 feet is 6 meters.
Okay, well you can jump 20 to 30 feet.
20. So I jump up 6 meters, and then I smash it down. Alright, and I also cast Searing Aura Frozen Smite already, so like when the water happens, I do not need to cast a spell still, I can just instantly freeze it.
Okay.
Thank you for the 100 silver pieces, Dark Clutch.
Yeah, very much appreciated.
But did you rename him to 2 silver pieces instead of gold red?
Okay, so are we starting the show?
Yeah, I cast Jump then and Frozen Smite.
Frost is in position. He's invisible. He's cast Jump and Frozen Smite on himself, and Javiel has cast Resistance on himself.
No, resistance on for 0.
On Zakonis, okay. So Zakonis has Resistance. Everyone ready to get the show going?
I am raring.
I believe so.
Okay, let's go then. Who's going off first?
Bell. Can you give me like a building, a swelling music cue? Are you good to go?
Sure. Okay. And she's gonna start drumming on her regular drum.
Okay.
And as I start, can I give Javiel Bardic Inspiration?
Did you give all of us already Bardic Inspiration?
I guess, but I have to do one at a time.
Okay.
And as I walk forward, shut up, Frost. I would also like to give Frost Bardic Inspiration.
Shut the fuck up, let me inspire you.
Basically.
So, you are singing.
Okay. I am making my way around the fire, billowing gloriously, triumphantly around the fire, to Pearl's building, swelling drum and drumming accompaniment.
Okay, and as you guys walk in, and Pearl starts playing her song, everyone sort of quiets down. They feel like something's about to happen. So they start to listen.
I draw my wand of pyrotechnics and just start conjuring, just gentle at first, colours, and I'm waving it around gently above my head as I give the following opening monologue. Brothers, sisters and siblings, travellers, traders, dreamers and makers, welcome. My name is Javiel Whitebeam, and I invite you to join us at the fire and witness one of the greatest tales to grace the azure shores of Lake Bobonia you will ever have seen. Allow me to top off your flagons, horns, skins and buckets, and make yourself comfortable. We are the Flaming Foxes, and we hail from all across this great land of Pucklandia. We've travelled long and far to entertain you, and we pray to Puck you will have as good a time with us as we do spending this fine evening with you fine people. And I would like to start by introducing the talented, the beautiful, the effervescent Pearl Abalone. Go.
Okay,
give me a flourish, Pearl. Charisma, oh god. I'm all mouth and no trousers, here we go.
11.
Hey!
Yeah. The crowd give out a clap and a cheer, they're like, hey! They seem ready.
Okay. We are here to tell you a tale. A tale of heroism, romance, tragedy, and joy. Our next member of the Flaming Foxes, I wish to introduce you to the hero of our story, the one, the only, Jack Frost Tarius, and I take a great big puff on my beast pipe.
Yeah.
And
what do you
blow. I blow a large smoke bear.
Okay.
And I
blow a large smoke bear.
And I send it upwards into the sky.
Okay.
As everybody's eyes raised to follow it into the night sky.
And as this bear, this giant sort of like 10-foot bear, made of smoke billows into existence and then raises into the sky. Frost appears out of nowhere.
Poof!
And
Magical poof!
jumps into the air. Whoa. How far did you go, Frost? How far into the air did you jump?
20 feet.
20 feet.
So 4 tiles.
Yep, 4 tiles into the air, and then you land.
No, I was thinking I thought I knocked the bear out of the air.
Yeah, you slap your sword through the smoke bear, and it dissipates, and then you land in front of everyone, in front of the fire. Give me a performance check. Oh, no, an athletics check.
God, you said it. 26 on that
26.
20!
Let's go!
Hey. Hell yeah!
Yes!
As you
Crowd
slash
goes
your
wild.
sword through the bear, you just do a little flip in midair, and before you land, and everyone goes, "Yay!" Crowd goes wild. They're all clapping and cheering.
Superhero landing.
Yeah.
They're loving this. They're loving this. Pearl, can you give me a performance check, please?
Yeah.
I find it interesting how I rolled a 20 on the first roll and a 1.
Ooh, that's not bad. 15 plus some bullshit. Performance, right?
Yeah.
21.
21. Okay, so
21.
Yes.
as the people are clapping and cheering at Frost's impressive jump and his amazing landing and his sick flip, a couple of the people around, there's one over here, there's a dancer over here, and she sort of made her way over to you, and she's dancing. This dancer has also made her way over. They're both dancing around you as you're playing this music. Everyone seems to be really enjoying it. Yeah, and you carry on with the show.
Now, Jack Tarius was a fine fighter, hero of his hometown, regularly defending the people of his village from all manner of threats and oncoming dangers. And I leave a moment for you to do some spins and some swirls with your sword, Frost.
All right, so
Show me moves.
Frost, what are you doing? You're muted.
I can blow out another smoke opponent for you if that helps with the.
Your mic is
If you're feeling method.
Your mic is cutting out. Yeah.
Cutting out, yeah.
Is it working now?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay, great. Yeah, my mic just stopped working. I said I do some leaves, some flourishing strikes.
Okay.
Just a lot of spinning and like very fancy attacks that would not actually work in combat.
Okay, I need a charisma check from Javiel and a dexterity check from Frost.
Okay.
Oh man.
That was a save, so roll again.
Oh whoops. Okay, sorry. Yeah.
Oh,
Whoops.
Wait, this is dexterity. I see. I rolled. Oh, that's a save too. 1 second. Wait, what do I?
The crowd are sort of unsure.
I rolled 22 on dexterity.
The crowd are unsure about Javiel's words, but as they see Frost flinging his sword around, doing these sort of like epic moves that definitely wouldn't work in a fight, it looks more like a dance than a fight. They sort of pick back up again. They start clapping and cheering.
I knew I should have worked on my second act. I put all my effort into the opening, and then
Steal
kind
the
of
show.
I fizzled.
Well,
I
at least
fizzled. I didn't have any way
I'll steal the show.
This is it. This is why I'm so reliant on your fighting talents. Okay. I think at this point, I need to throw use my wand of pyrotechnics to kind of start cranking up the light show.
Okay.
And then I look a little bit concerned at Pearl, and a kind of I'm dying a little bit. I'm reliant on Frost to carry me, and I'm hoping that if I crank up my wand of pyrotechnics, she might be able to bring the energy back up with the musical accompaniment.
Okay. I need all 3 of you to make a performance check.
No, your performance is going so strong.
Oh no! Oh fuck me!
A 6. We've got 6s and a nat 1. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Plus your stuff.
It's a 7.
It's a
Okay,
nat
so
3
6,
off.
6, and 7. The crowd, you guys, your performance is slipping a bit. You're all sort of like.
Don't make me fucking roll performance then if you don't want me to fail.
Your performance is starting to slip just a little bit. The crowd do cheer at the wand of pyrotechnics that, you know, you've managed to luckily distract them from your slipping performance. Nobody seems to notice that much, but a couple of people can see Javiel sort of trying to.
I'm sweating.
Yeah, he's sort of like, you know, doing the thing that, oh, he's getting a bit flustered.
You notice my heavy breathing or something.
I'm starting to panic. I'm now billowing harder than I've ever billowed, just to try and fill in the void. I'm almost running around the campfire now, trying to get as much billow as possible.
The cloak of billowing just billows whenever you want it to, no matter what. So.
But it's new to me, so I'm just like, maybe this will make it more impressive if I'm going fast. And I realise, you know what? This is where I have to bring in the love story. So I say, but one fateful day, our hero Jack Tarius's the love of his life was abducted by an unseen
I should have made the
force.
ice sculpture, right?
This is where we're ice sculpturing, yeah. And I'm like, you know, so
Do I need to roll for the sculpture?
he descends into a deep melancholy as he pines for his lost love. And I give the look to Pearl.
Okay.
Like,
I move some water out of the lake
I
and
use
direct
my-
it towards Frost.
Frozen Smite to freeze it solid into a cube, and then
Yep.
I hack and slash in the hopes of making something akin to Venus de Milo, but I guess we're rolling for that.
Okay,
Right?
give me a dexterity.
Alright, thank God. A 22.
22. You make a perfect recreation of Venus de Milo, but with arms.
But with
Nice.
Nice.
The crowd are like, "Wow, this is crazy! That guy's really good at ice carving. This is a good show." They're picking back up. They're like, "Oh yeah, okay, we're getting back into it now."
but our man Frost Tarius is not one to remain beaten. And as much as he missed his love, he knew that he had to go on an epic quest to save her from whatever had taken her in the first place. And I'm just going to blow some. I'm going to go conventional pipe. I'm just going to blow some mist. I'm going to set a kind of mysterious scene. I'm going to use the wand of pyrotechnics to kind of put some flashes in there, almost like a kind of flashbacky, kind of like slightly trippy. I'm going trippy now as he goes on this.
Across the fire from where Zakonis is going to jump, so we meet as he jumps through.
Okay, as you sort of blow a load of smoke, it gets a bit foggier around the fire.
I think.
As he does that, I'd like to give Bardic Inspiration to Zakonis as well. in
Okay.
preparing.
Yes.
I got
Oh
you.
wait, what did Bardic Inspiration do again?
If you can use a d6 on top of a check or...
We should
Okay.
have done that for the performance rolls.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
We recovered, it's fine.
Yeah, it's fair.
I would like to, if possible. I need to concentrate on resistance. I need to hold resistance, don't I?
Okay.
I can't really do another spell, can I?
No.
No, okay.
You
that's
can do
fine.
a different spell as long as it's not a concentration spell. You can cast another spell.
Yeah, all of my spells are concentration spells. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna let Jack tell his own bit of the story here because I'm starting to get a little bit shy. I'm starting to realise I am not.
Okay,
P.T.
so
Barnum.
I am far less charismatic than Javen is. IRL.
Okay.
Feed me a line.
Okay, so call out the beast. Frost, this is.
Yeah.
Call out the beast.
Right. The flaming fox. Flaming fox. Where have you gone off to?
Okay,
Yes.
do a charisma check.
Very charismatic. Oh god, here we go. Oh no.
My. Oh wow.
Oh.
The people who were formerly impressed with your moves and your fighting style and your flips,
I'm not with my words.
they're like, has this guy ever spoken to a human being before?
Accurate.
They're sort of like, they were mesmerized by the performance. And
Can
then,
I start drumming more dramatically?
yeah.
I think it's time
Louder.
I think it's time to bring out
Compensate.
the magic drum. It's magic
Grace.
drum time. We need to pull this back.
I get
Oh.
a 1d6, right? Because we have not used Bardic Inspiration.
You want to use your inspiration?
Yes.
Roll a
if I hit
d6.
Use it on a
Maybe
zero.
if I hit a
Chief
d6.
And you've got
I've
oh,
rolled
no,
a 4. I've rolled a 4. Is
Okay,
that slightly
yeah.
more convincing?
Yeah, they're still invested in the performance, just not as much as they were. They don't
Thanks for
They
all
don't-
safe today.
they don't question your intelligence or your social skills.
My intelligence? No, they question my charisma, hopefully. My intelligence also not that great.
Like turned into a bad line in a really
I'm
good
going
movie. It's like,
I'm gonna take Jay's advice. I'm gonna switch drums
Okay.
now and start playing the colourful one.
Okay.
Okay.
Try and compensate for his.
Having seen that woeful display, my imposter syndrome has subsided for a moment, and I take the narrator reins once more.
As you start playing the colourful drums, the instrument of illusion, Draconis is getting ready to transform.
I'm getting ready. I'm gonna use the entangle in the middle to raise up like the vines in the middle of the fire.
Okay. Everyone
raise it
turns
up a
their
little
attention to the middle. They see these vines raising out of the middle of the fire. They're like, "What? They weren't there before. What's going on?"
Raising up and catching fire themselves.
Yeah, all of the vines are on fire, and the people are like, "What's happening?" They're all looking at the fire now. Their all eyes are on the middle of the fire, and the vines.
After much hard, arduous travel, our hero finally tracks down the last known whereabouts of his lost love, Persephone. He calls out whatever evil force abducted her in the first place. And he calls him out very loudly in a strong and confident voice.
Do I need to roll charisma again for this?
No, just do what you can do.
Flaming fox, I have finally found thee.
Show thyself, foul beast.
That's it. Show thyself, foul beast. Guess you're not
So
a
Draconis,
performer.
it's a good and start leaps through the fire
Through the fire, and
and
turns
transforms midway through.
into
Giant horned fox.
giant horned fox.
Does he take fire damage?
Wow.
I'm resistant.
He is resistant to fire. But I am going to ask you to make an athletics check.
That's fair.
Come on, Draconis. This is your moment.
11. Okay.
Okay.
You jump through the fire. Everyone is amazed. The vines sort of disappear and fall down and burn down to ash. And you jump through the fire, and you come out the other side as a big horned fox.
I just let out this like grizzled kind of growl, like because foxes don't really roar, but they do hiss and growl a lot.
They laugh as well, right? Is
They
that
also cry like.
But that's not as intimidating.
Roll an intimidation check.
Ooh, nice.
Roll an intimidation check.
I like it.
Oh boy.
Does the Cronus understand us in fox form, by the way?
I do. Yeah.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Just can't speak to you.
That is a 4.
That's a
Don't
4.
forget you have inspiration.
That's right.
I need to. Okay.
Plus a 4, so 8. Some of the kids there sort of shy away at this giant fox, sort of like going ah. All of the adults though, they sort of saw the transformation. They're not scared of you. They know this is part of the performance.
But that's what we want.
But
exactly
the kids got a bit of a shock out of that.
Oh, good.
I mean, you didn't catch fire, so that's good.
They did not catch fire.
Do I attack that and we fight? What do we do?
Even in the face of this terrifying beast, our hero Tarius knows he must face down this slathering monster to ever see, or ever stand a chance of seeing, his long-lost love Persephone again. Drums. Battle drums.
I'll do an attack.
More wonder
fake
pyrotechnics.
one. I just want to immerse us, so it's a fake attack phase. I should say that.
More balletic moves.
You guys are attacking. Zakonis, you can use the attack at the moment.
We just fight one and fake.
I'd
Well,
also
no, let him roll. See if he hits me because it's
You guys are having a fake fight.
Can I create my water foxes now?
Yeah, you can roll Arcana.
Ooh. Oh, that almost flew out of my dice tray at my face, and it was a metal one. Holy shit. 15.
Nice. Is that in total?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, 15. Everyone recognizes the little water foxes, and they're like, oh yeah, they look really nice. You do a really good job of creating them. They're nice and like fluid. They're not janky or anything. They sort of trot around the fire and splash little bits of water everywhere.
I think also seeing the kids be a bit intimidated by the fox, she'd kind of want to get the little water foxes to mostly stay around the children.
Yeah, they can dance around the children. The
Sort of
kids are
get them more comfortable and fun.
the kids are sort of looking in wonder. They're looking away from the big fox. They're looking at the water foxes. They're enjoying the little dancing foxes. Frost and Zakonis, can you both do performance checks for me, please, for your little fake fight?
Can I roll anything but performance, please?
No.
Alright, here goes.
Oh, I did nat 20, but on the last one.
Fuck.
7 and -2. Okay, so
Why performance though? Why not athletics again or dexterity something, please?
can you please roll a sword attack dice for me, please, Frost?
26
about to get
and
very
19.
Can you roll damage, please?
Oh no!
Oh no! Okay,
no.
Just to be clear, I did already use Frozen Smite to freeze the eyes.
Yeah, you're not getting any extra damage. Just roll the straight damage. Okay.
Okay,
You
he
do
takes
3
8.
damage.
Plus 5
Oh,
piercing.
plus 5.
so
Okay,
8.
so 8 damage to Zakonis in his big old fox form. Zakonis, how do you react?
Well, he is drunk, and
I'm not drunk.
probably
This could go either way.
I am drunk.
Ah, yeah.
Zirconis is drunk, and probably doesn't take that as an accident. So he.
Can we get into a natural brawl?
Yep, he is going to claw at him.
Okay, make an attack roll.
We're going to one of us knocked out!
Started out so good. And now it's going so pear-shaped so fast.
Normal attack here. Hold on.
It's just unarmed attack, right?
Yeah, it's an unarmed attack. Yeah, so just a D20 then.
What? A D20?
Hit.
For the attack roll, not the damage.
Ah.
Oh shit!
Well,
Is Frost gonna end up unconscious again?
No!
Every week. Every week.
Wait this
Hey,
time.
Frost!
Roll damage.
Oh boy.
Can I cast another Frozen Smite,
So
Face?
good. So good.
Face, can I cast another Frozen Smite?
How many spell slots have you used?
I don't know if Jump takes a spell slot, but if it does, I have none left.
Yeah, you've
Oh.
got none left.
Hold that thought, because when I claw, I trigger an ability called Pounce.
Well, you can choose not to. If
I could, but I don't think he would.
Yeah.
he is drunk.
He has had a. He has had a.
We're doing this.
So it was 6 plus 2. No, I'm sorry. 6
8.
plus.
So 8 as well, right?
It's 2d6. Oh shit. Okay.
Because you
Sorry,
get the
I
max
read
damage because you crit.
Oh, yeah.
Rolled.
2d6, so that's 12.
So you roll a 6 plus 2 plus 8. then-
Well, I rolled the wrong dice. Supposed to roll 2d6. So
so I take 11 points
6,
of
7,
damage.
8, 9.
no, it's 9 plus 6 because of the crit.
Oh, okay.
But it's 2d. Wait, what?
It's 2d6.
But it's 2d6.
That's the bad
Let's do
part.
this 6.
Yeah, his
Wouldn't it
base
be 9
damage
plus
is
12?
2d6.
Is it? What the fuck? That's what Bams does.
You only get one full hit dice.
It's fair. Okay, so we get
Oh,
9. I'll roll
so-
one more d6 then.
What? So what is the actual damage?
Not that. Don't roll that. That's not right. Okay.
Okay, so 4 plus 6.
10 plus 9, 19.
What? How? How does this work? It's getting more and more while you're getting less dice. Like, what is the damage we're getting? From what?
So your base attack is 2d6, right?
Is it 2d6?
Oh, we've lost you as it goes.
Sorry about that. I'm gonna pull it up just to be safe, so we know what it is. It is a weapon attack, 5 to hit, so I would have hit anyway. It is 2d6 plus 3.
2d6 plus 3. Okay, so you got 9 plus 3
Plus-
plus the 5. No, plus the 6 even, so 18 damage.
18 damage. 18 damage.
Shit. Okay, how big is the distance between me and Zakonis?
You guys are next to each other, but
What?
there can be intervention here. People are seeing there's a bit of blood coming out. Javiel would have noticed this as he's, Pearl probably wouldn't. You can do a perception check if you want because you're playing your drum.
Yeah, she's got drumming and water foxes. She's
Okay,
distracted. She wouldn't notice.
She's in the zone.
Javiel sees some blood being drawn. What do you do in this moment?
I get a sense. I knew Zakonis had a few, and I saw that hit from Frost land, and instantly my heart sank. I was like, "Oh, this might not be the time." So when the pounce came after the swipe, I was like, "Shit just got." I know that shit just got real, so I'm panicking. I'm not 100% sure how to intervene with a flaming fox who's currently leaping up and down on Frost, clawing at him.
You can heal me, maybe.
But
Help me out.
Well, I'm
critically wounded. I'm critically injured.
I'm
One more
in
attack and I'm dead, guaranteed.
I'm in the zone, so I'm kind of I'm still in performance mode. So I kind of say, the battle was fierce and bloody. Too bloody, some people might say. Zakonis. And try and kind of take him out of his attack mode.
Okay.
Maybe I think I might make my way towards the pair of them to try and get into Zakonis' eye line to be like, dude.
So you're over here now. You're sort of shouting at Zakonis. Maybe the battle's getting a bit too bloody. Can you do an animal handling check, please?
Oh no!
Oof.
Oh no!
I mean, I can.
You still have inspiration.
I do have it.
Oh yeah,
Inspiration.
Roll, please, be a 6.
So inspiration gives me a 1d6, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I am gonna let Zakonis decide whether this succeeds or not.
I got a 6.
A 10.
That was a good 6. Ooh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
10 in total. 10 in total.
It will be enough to catch his attention.
See the aggro.
I think I'm gonna roll a perception check to see if it kind of like triggers through to him, like kind of snaps him out of it.
Okay. 16.
Okay. Yes.
Nice.
So Zakonis will, like in the middle of his bloodlust and like just that kind of like rabid moment, kind of see Javiel and like hear his words and look down at Frost and realize what he's done.
Actually,
just kind of.
down.
He'll actually like jump off and like kind of twirl back around. Yeah.
And jumps over here.
So he's away. Does he actually?
Yeah.
I am off of you. I have full control vision. Again.
Okay,
like,
I'm
I'm
gonna-
aware of everything.
I'm gonna roll another attack, and then
Oh.
if it misses, we just say you went on with the performance. It's basically like another coin toss, if you will, but slightly more like.
So
chances are a bit
if it misses, you're
It's the performance.
you're going back into show mode.
Yes,
If it
and
hits,
if
it's
hits-
you just not being able
No,
to.
no,
let
no, no!
this go.
I stay back here because I'm rolling with my bow instead.
Okay. You're gonna have disadvantage because he's super close.
No, he backed off with a twirl, right? That was the idea.
Yeah, but he's not far enough for you to.
Well, in
Yeah,
that case,
I didn't jump.
I could
90
use
feet away.
if this is combat. I could use disengage and move away, right?
This isn't combat, no. It's just you
Yeah,
guys
So,
shoot each other.
but does it trigger an opportunity attack then if I
No,
move?
no.
So I walk further back until I have no disadvantage.
Well, you don't know where that is. You don't know if you've got disadvantage or not as a character.
How do you? I can move like I know that if I use a bow within 5 feet, it's ineffective. So I just move further back.
Okay.
So I move further back.
Maybe
Tell you
just
what's
kind of draw it.
happening.
Maybe just kind of draw it like a warning. Maybe don't fire the bow.
No,
Or
we're
fly one
doing
into the ground? No? Okay, no.
We're running.
No,
okay,
this is
so
happening.
This
I've
is
rolled-
the
shot.
start
Worth a
of the TPK.
I've rolled. Okay, we can say. We'll see. Well, okay. Well, I'll say we'll have disadvantage. Fine, we'll do that because I get a +7 otherwise, and it's really uneven. So let's say I have disadvantage. I roll a 15 or a 15. Does that connect?
What's your AC?
I gotta pull it up from the folks. So that does hit.
That does hit. So I get a 1d8 plus 5.
Okay.
An 8. That hits for 13 points of damage.
There we go. Ow.
I don't know why you're happy about this.
Yeah,
This is the most demented thing I've ever seen.
My nat 20. Oh no! Frost gets a
I'm
critical
looking
hit.
at.
Yeah!
If I'm looking at my own health, this should be enough to knock him down. Compared to
Much
shit.
damage?
I wanted
So
to put
in
on
total,
like
I've
this
dealt
fantastical
20.
play.
Yeah, but in total, that's 21 damage.
No, what do you mean in total?
Okay.
That's 21 damage.
Because I did 8 on the previous hit, right? Was it? Yeah, 8. On the previous hit, I did 8. So the total HP lost
Okay.
is 21.
Okay.
Not.
But that doesn't knock you
That
down,
hurt.
though, does it? Even if you did
No.
get knocked down, even if you did get knocked out, you would just go back.
I forgot
to
that-
the-
We'll just
That-
revert back
that-
to normal form,
I-
yeah.
I forgot that there's temporary health, right?
Actually, I would. 21 damage? 26 hit points.
Oh wait, he has to roll if he loses concentration on the form, right?
No, I don't.
It's not a concentration.
Since I'm in a animal form, I just revert back to my normal form, and I have all my HP.
Yeah. But you didn't go down.
Did not go down. But he's kind of still aware of everything. Kind of knows what happens. He sees the damage on Frost. He understands why he's doing what he did.
Okay, so
he decides to turn and retreat away from the stage.
Still just running off in fox form.
Yep.
Okay. Javiel, Frost, you guys are still standing by the fire.
After a bloody and inexplicably brutal battle, Frost, our hero, overcomes the monster.
Wait, why am I... Wait, is my camera not working? Where am I on the stream face?
You're right next to the fire. Here.
Yeah, I mean...
Oh, yeah.
The left bottom. Yeah, my camera's fucking stopped working.
No, put it back on.
It should be, yeah.
So, I am baffled by what just occurred, but decide to lean into it, and I billow my way around the fire.
At least you must be convincing.
Looking for whoops and cheers from the audience for Frost overcoming the monster Zakonis.
Okay, do a charisma for me, please.
Oh.
Come on, we should have been convincing enough with our fight.
Oh man!
Just give him advantage.
Oh no! What are with these rolls?
Luckily,
and I've got bardic inspiration, but it's not working.
We started so good.
As brutal as the fight was, the kids are very scared now. They're sort of horrified. The adults,
fair.
They
lovely.
Can you, all three of you, roll deception checks, please?
No.
Can we pull the wool over the eyes of the audience?
Yeah,
An 8. An 8. What'd you get? Come on.
Myself?
Yeah.
Me or Pearl? I didn't know who you wanted to roll.
I think everyone involved.
Pearl's just jamming.
I'm just drumming and.
I guess that's a good thing.
The Fox's dance for kids.
Okay, that Pearl didn't see us both.
Jay, through your combined efforts, you just about convinced the crowd that was supposed to happen.
Yeah.
They're all sort of like whooping and cheering and going, yeah, what a show, what a show, what a show.
Okay.
But they can tell Frost is looking pretty fucked up.
Do you know how much? Oh yeah, you know how much health I have.
I think.
I'm at death's door.
I think. Yeah. I look at the. I see. Zakonis having kind of limped off and is licking his fox wounds. I see that Frost looks slightly unhinged. I mean that last longbow shot I scared me, and he looks in a bad way. I need to get him back to the wagon. I need to get Pearl to stop drumming and heal the guy before something bad happens, because all it's going to take is one stumble into the fire and we might lose him again. So I can't risk that. Pearl's just seems completely lost in her drums. I'm like, I feel like I need to wrap this show up before we have a catastrophe. So
I whisper over, don't forget they better pay money for this.
Yeah. So I go, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have enjoyed this evening our tale of heroism and danger and lunacy. As I'm sure you can appreciate, putting on shows like this we can't do this. We can't do it for free. You know, the medical bills alone from a show this spectacular can be astronomical. So I hope you will be able to spare us a copper or a silver or a gold or whatever you can afford to help keep this show on the road. And thank you so much, Bobonia Lake, for having this evening. Allow me to just give one last... Can we have a round of applause for our cast? Can I hear it for Pearl Abalone on the drums, please?
They clap and cheering.
Dance in circles above her head, and then kind of like jump together and splash and like rain down.
Okay, can you do a performance check just for the foxes and the splashings?
Ooh, that's not bad.
What do you
Okay,
get?
I got. Where's my bullshit again? Plus six.
So many
21 again.
21. Okay, yeah. Everyone's like, woo! Clapping wildly. They're going, yeah, this is a great show.
And let's hear it for our terrifying villain, our ferocious fox monster, the one, the only, Zakonis Emberheart.
It's the gun.
They will start clapping and cheering. They're going, well, the kids are a bit more apprehensive about this one. They're like, yeah.
Wary.
Yeah. Please don't come down, fox. But yeah, everyone's
Are they
like,
cheering me
yeah. So they were cheering.
And of course, last but not least, the handsome, the dashing, the unpredictable Jack Frost Tarius as our hero.
Yeah, they all sort of clap and go, hey, Frost!
My name's...
Some donation would surely be appreciated.
Yes, all right, Frost, I've got it. My name has been Javial Whitebeam. I've been your host for this evening. Thank you so much for joining us. Please don't forget to donate and tip and bits, subscriptions, whatever you feel like. I'll be walking around with a bowl, and please do join me for some Draki Brana ale straight after the show. Good night, everybody, and sleep well. And I'll give a little wave of my pyrotechnic wand. And billow her off again.
Yeah,
One last triumphant billow.
They're all
And I
clapping and
disappear.
cheering, and they sort of do that for a little bit, and then what do you go around with a bowl? And,
I do.
I use my cloak again to go back to the wagon and have like a long rest.
okay,
So I
well,
disappear. I turn invisible again, and then
Yeah, I
basically
think
run away and hide.
my last two motions are basically to kind of like gestures to kind of like give the kind of the trying to get Pearl to join me, because I know she's like dropped the least number of clangers during the show. My confidence has been knocked.
Oh,
My confidence has been knocked. I feel like I've really winged that whole like last 2/3.
okay.
And I just hope Zakonis and Frost can go cool off.
She will happily come and
I'm
help.
gonna fall asleep instantly. I'm just gonna.
I
Go for
would
the
like
thing.
for all of you to roll 5d10s each.
Okay.
That's just the money we get.
Yeah, this is money.
I got 30.
Come on, baby. 21 for me.
Oh, why is it doing it that way? Come on now.
And let's roll for more.
It's because you're limping around the group. You've still got an arrow in your left butt cheek.
So we got 17 now. You got 2 more.
Why did it do that, Tim?
Not the.
You are 30, so
Oh, no, wait, that is a D12. Thing,
Yeah, that was a D12, so 9 and 8.
okay.
Working out in your favor. Do we split the money evenly, by the way?
Well, you guys get to decide, because it's
But-
all going in one
but-
box. It's all going in
So-
thing that these guys.
So it's 30 for Frost, 21 for me, 34 for Zakonis, and
30,
I'm rolling mine.
34 for 0.
Oh,
60,
math.
81,
Nat once.
85,
20 for mine.
105.
Yeah, 105.
That's a good haul.
Add 60 to that, so 165 gold. Is in
Money
the
we
Nice.
bucket.
Hey, we just paid for the wagon.
You
Yeah,
guys,
but the phone isn't actually paying.
It's all in the same bucket, so
Said
you
me.
guys get to just decide what you're doing a bit later, I guess.
Everyone gets
yeah.
at least 41 if we divide it equally, and one person gets one more.
Yeah, Javiel is now just carrying this rather heavy bucket of gold.
I'm saying Javier can have the one extra coin.
I suggest we look. I think we just about got away with that, guys. And feels like a fairly good haul here, but I think we should probably get back to the wagon and get you guys patched up. What on earth were you two playing at?
I did not mean
no
to
answer, is it? Yeah, well,
Oh, wait, is it? Fuck. Is it... This is my working. Is my mic working?
Yeah, it's working.
Yeah.
Is it cut out earlier? Yeah, I was aiming for realism, but I
what
didn't
do you
mean to
mean?
hit... I slipped and hit Zakonis, and then when he brought me to, like, a critical level, some battle instinct went off in me, and I couldn't help but defend myself.
look, we all saw what happened, and frankly, look, Zakonis, accidents happen, and I would have expected more from you.
He was drunk.
Are you all just talking together here?
Yes, but not at the crowd while we're in the crowd anymore. We are.
Yeah, this is on the long, somber walk back,
he kinda,
back to the wagon.
He kind of like comes out of the shadows, transformed back normal.
What happened? What did I miss?
Well, Frost had an accident, which I guess will happen with these high risk stunts. Zakonis, in what I find to be a disappointing move, fully attacked Frost, but in Zakonis' defense, Frost, I don't think there was any need for that last arrow to the backside.
You shot him in the butt? Right.
I'm very disappointed in you two.
Both of you put your hands in front of me right now. Please.
I whispered to Zakonis, it was a fun fight though. We should have a friendly brawl again. It's Frost, although he was near death, he did kind of enjoy having a good fight.
I just want you to know, if you don't give Pearl your hand, she's going to grab it.
I am going to give you my hand as well.
Okay, good.
Next time.
Zarkonis is going to do it, but he's so confused because this isn't the punishment he's used to.
She's just going to do that little slap on the back of both of your hands and be like, no real fighting each other. That's not how friends behave.
It was a friendly brawl.
Look at the state of the pair of you.
It doesn't look like it either.
Are you gonna play this with me, Zakonis? Or are you gonna say no, Frost? You are drunk.
I'm not healing either of you. You can sleep it off.
I'll sleep it off. Fine.
You two need to work. You need to work this out between yourselves. But we are not impressed, are we, Pearl?
No.
If only I had Searing Smite.
Bailey is also really not impressed.
I think at this point, as we kind of wind our way back to the thing, I'm going to realise that I'm actually fine. Those guys are the ones in pain and damaged. So I'm going to twirl my cape and billow back to the fire, knowing that the party's still going back there and there are still drinks to be consumed. So having made my point, I swoosh back off. Also,
I can't drink beer anyway. I can only have lettuce.
Also, I've got 165 gold in my pocket.
No,
I'm probably coming back with about 150 by the time I've sunk a few over the bar.
Please,
because that was stressful and I didn't need that.
What should we get? Oh, about 150.
I'm already doing the sums of what I think is my embarrassment tax, and I'm spending that at the bar at the campfire while you two soak yourselves in some smite ice baths and think about what you've done.
You're gonna have 15 beers then.
I haven't decided.
Each beer was a single gold.
I'm thinking about it, but I tell you what, I'm getting drunk because that was rough.
I still can't drink.
I would like to join you in that, but not because it was rough, just because I don't want to leave you alone getting drunk.
Okay. So do you swoosh off, or do you just
I would like to
scuttle
follow
after
the
me?
billows.
Okay.
As the billow goes, so goes my army.
Draconis, you've just been roughed up. You've done a bit of damage to Frost. Quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, he kind of sees Frost, because confusing to him, he's harmless, or he has no harm on him.
Yeah.
Draconis, and he's kind of baffled by that, but he sees Frost's state, and he's like, okay, alright. Normally, I'd feel really good about that. But this guy has been kind of hanging around. There's been a bit of a bond formed there with the group. He actually, for the first time, is kind of feeling shame for attacking a human. It'll just come up to him and just...
Look, I don't know what came over me. I just... seeing you... having you pierce me and hurt me just... brought back the animalistic side of me, the protective side.
Okay, I look at him and like I pretend to shrug off the pain like it's not there and like turn around like fuck. But I say like, oh yeah, and I just slipped and it's understandable, especially since we know you've had a bit to drink and haven't drank anything in a long time. Maybe that last shot was a bit uncalled for, but I just tend to, when I'm close to death, enter this battle state of mind, you know, and I felt like a strong urge to protect myself. At that point, I'd forgotten that you were the fox, and it was just another creature to be slaying for me, and that I may regret doing that, but it was, well, at least it was a convincing fight.
Yeah. It was a good shot. It was a good shot.
I say next time we have a brawl, even if it's just for sports, maybe we should not resort to using weapons or claws for that matter, and just use our fists. Even if something goes wrong, and I think the damage would be less severe.
As you guys are talking, the little wizard comes up to you guys. And he's like, "Oh, that was a nice battle there, guys. But you seem to be looking pretty hurt." And he turns to Frost.
I guess I kind of am. Yeah. So nothing much for even. Yeah.
Well, let me fix you up a bit for entertaining me so much. And he casts some mad high-level healing spell, and he puts you both back to full health.
0 to that.
He does a little dance. He does a little spin.
A gnome dance.
And then he just goes. Pa. And pa. And you've both got full health again.
Nice.
The plot armor is strong.
And then he goes, "Yeah, there you go. You should be feeling right as rain."
That reminds me,
Thank you.
Draconis. And I'm gonna do the wingman thing again. There was this gal with our magician friend here. I think you could get along well. I have no idea what she's actually like. I'm just gonna nudge Draconis to see the other tiefling.
The tiefling friend, yes. She's sort of gone back over to guard the stuff.
And I urge Draconis to just have a go at it. Knowing full well he's still probably a bit drunk.
I am not feeling the most, exuberant at the moment.
Come on, it'll be fun. I'll come with you.
The wizard sort of hobbles.
It is interesting.
Goes back over to his thing. Yeah, you guys can do what you want now. So everyone's just chilling by the fire.
Do we to the tieflings as a bonus? The other one.
What is it? He doesn't go straight to her yet. He's still kind of shaken by the event. He is going to kind of look back at you as he starts to walk through the fire. He's like,
"Oh, by the way, you know you're the first human that I battled that didn't die. So take that for what you want."
I guess that's worth something.
Can I come over here? Just next.
Guys are all Javial and Pearl. As you rejoin the fire, these guys sort of walk back up. They're looking all fresh and
like nothing happened,
and sort of all right again. Zakonis still looks a bit drunk. Actually, Zakonis, can we have a Constitution saving throw, please?
Constitution.
Save.
Yeah, save. So the other roll.
Oh, saved shit. The other one.
I get that's second chance, right?
Save that. Where's that at? Constitution save.
Also, what the fuck happened to the camera where there's now 2 faces and zero pearl?
Yeah, I don't know
Zero
why there's 2 me's. Can I get rid of myself?
Just change the profile picture to.
It's just up and to the right from your main constitution when you carry it.
Yeah, right up there, right?
This is.
There it is.
There you go.
16.
No.
Okay. You're probably not feeling as drunk anymore after that battle and you know, using all the spells and turning not using all the spells, but turning into a fox and that and getting a bit bloodied. And now after the healing spell as well, you're feeling a bit more refreshed, a bit less drunk.
Yeah.
Still can't believe it. This one's gotta be a good one for YouTube.
I knew we were going to go around at some point in time. I knew.
We're gonna do amazingly well because we started off incredibly strong.
I'm just looking at you, Peck, coming back all refreshed and now seem to be like kind of getting along. There's this mutual respect. You're kind of still sort of wingmanning for Zakonis, sort of nudging him, sort of trying, you know, like, she's over there, look. And I'm just like, men are weird. Like that's my general takeaway from
Do you
this.
think out loud, or do you think that?
I'm not sure. I feel like I almost
I don't know. I'm slanted, by the way. Like,
I think a little kind of camp inner voice comes out of me. It's in the direction of Pearl, and I think there's some kind of men are weird.
Can I roll perception to see if I catch it?
You noticed that too, huh?
Can I roll perception and see if I catch
Yeah,
it?
you can roll perception.
14.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you hear
I
it.
don't know what it. I'm curious to know what it is you've kind of perceived.
I hear you saying men are weird, and I respond to that. I just saw you talk to a guy about something that has no other functional use than looking cool. But what was it? The Ezran coil?
The Targan Ezla coil.
The Targan Ezla coil?
Look,
you're weird too, yeah? We're
I don't
all
expect
together.
everyone to understand the value of pure science. Sometimes you know, there's value in research for research's sake. That's how all great discoveries are
I
made.
admit that it looks cool, but you're a weird one too, Javiel. I guess we're all a bit weird in this group. Especially Pearl, because she still doesn't know how the land works.
I say I don't know what you're talking
I know
about.
that
It's
starting fights doesn't solve everything.
We get along fine now, right? Zakonis, I give him like a
I mean,
little elbow.
it has been how I solved a lot of my problems, but I see your point.
Well,
I
I don't know what you're talking about, weird. Now I'm off to go and see if anybody knows anything about Cyclops eye gunk.
How did the show do? What did we do?
Well, I mean, it seemed to go. Considering it seemed to go down fairly well. I mean, we've made enough to pretty much recoup our expenses on the wagon. I would say there must be at least 140, 150 gold pieces in this bag.
You wouldn't know just by looking at it anyway. So
you know that kind of ballpark. I haven't counted it yet, but say around there.
It's the 150. It's a nice round number.
It's got some heft.
That's good. So how do we divide it? Just 4 ways, or maybe give Zakonis a little bit more?
I know I almost nearly kind of derailed the whole thing, so
that's as much your fault.
Especially since I owe you for the wagon as well. You can have my share.
So we split 3 ways then.
Look, it's very late, and I can't think money right now.
We'll split it in the morning.
I can't split the bill at this time of night.
We'll split
I've
it
had
in
14 or 15 gold pieces worth of beer, roughly.
Yeah. I think I too am pretty exhausted for tonight.
Too bad. It's not like I can drink anyway. I suggest at least I personally want to go back to the wagon and have just a good nap, you know, because I feel pretty drained still, although not hurt anymore. This was quite exhausting, so maybe, you know, if anyone wants to come with, otherwise I'll just sleep in the wagon. You guys wake me up and we travel again.
I suggest you take our haul back to the wagon. I'll probably just spark out under the stars tonight. I'm still annoyed with these pair a little bit. I'm a little bit like, no, you know what? There's still probably a couple more drinks I can have. I'll probably just zonk out on a log somewhere.
I think I'd like to go for a swim before bed.
okay, cool. So Day is staying for a bit. I was going for a swim. Frosty's going back to the wagon. Zakonis?
I think Zakonis is also going to go back to the wagon, strangely enough.
I'm sending the money and my backpack with the egg in it back to the wagon because I'm getting get pickpocketed drunk.
Oh yeah,
How much gold do you have? Because then we can say we can't.
By swim, Pearl means she's gonna duck behind a rock and take all her clothes off and skinny dip. So she's definitely gonna give her backpack to the other two to take back.
The most innocent part.
Okay.
Hey, there's nothing not innocent about
Zakonis
feels in the right perspective.
He did to go swimming.
One question.
Go swimming. Okay.
Didn't Zakonis and I not visit? We were not there when Pearl and Javiel discussed the egg with Face, right? So we would have no idea to not bring them together.
No, he reiterated it us.
He told us, at one point.
Shame, I was about to create some more chaos, I guess.
That wasn't enough for you.
Literally,
my joke about Frost being the true BBE at the end of this is becoming more and more realistic, and it scares me.
Every single session.
Ideal. I would have to. Face would have to allow me to do some homebrew spells, like the one I proposed, where I can get the ensnaring effect on my frozen smite.
Well, we'll see how the campaign plays out. But for now, you guys.
If you ever want to have a change in plans, Face, you know where to find me. Just DM me, Frost, what if you were actually the bad guy? And I'm like, what do you have in mind?
We'll see what we can do. But yeah, Pearl's going for a swim. Zakonis is joining her or not joining her? Or...
Not necessarily joining her, but he feels he needs to go and clean off, at least.
So I take the money and 3 of the eggs.
Make sure he's completely sober before he goes to sleep.
Actually, do I take your egg as well, Zakonis?
Oh no, he's got it with him.
Jay and Pearl's egg. Zakonis decides not to give him the egg.
I can just run up right there and now
I'm bonded with that thing.
A campaign ended, you know?
Baby.
I took all 4.
Okay. Frosty's going off then.
Oh, before I go, I whisper to Sakonis, don't forget about the tiefling girl.
That look over the shoulders, so good.
Seems
Yes.
impossible.
Okay, and then
And off he sidles.
off he sidles, back to the wagon. You guys are standing around by the fire.
And I have coins and I have the eggs.
Okay,
Beautiful.
so Jay, you're going off.
I'm going to go and lie on a log and blow. I'm going to practice with my. By the way, did the magician didn't take his pipe back that he lent me, did he? He didn't take his beast pipe back.
He's still over by his shop. But he didn't take the pipe back. No.
In that case, I'm going to lie out on a log with a flagon or two, and I'm just going to practice with the beast pipe. I just think it's really cool.
Okay, you can go lie down over here. Go. Laying down on the log. You can go back over here. Zero, you can now control your camera and just do whatever. Jay's literally just laying down on the log.
I was thinking more of my back. I like the way you just got me sprawled on my side, like I'm in the recovery position.
Pearl, where did you want to go?
To shut the fuck up. Sorry.
There's a couple of tents.
I hear this very nice this time of year.
There's a couple of tents by the shoreline. There's a log over here with a smaller fire. But there's places you can sort of go and hide and stuff. Which way would you like to go?
Probably by the fire, so that she has somewhere warm to nearby when she gets out of the water.
Okay, cool. So you're just gonna come swimming in the water over here. Zakonis is also swimming.
Back in 2 shakes for lamb's tail.
Yep.
Sit down.
Just mind if we have like a little break where we.
How sort of like far in? How deep do you want to go?
I feel like she would definitely want to explore the water as much as she safely can.
Okay.
So yeah, she just wants to swim around, have a look. I'm just trying to delay because I'm trying to remember if I have dark vision or not. I do not have dark vision.
You don't have dark vision?
No.
I do.
She can breathe water, but she can't see in the depths. So unless there's anything bioluminescent down there, she's swimming blind.
Yeah, you're just swimming around. Zakonis is also swimming around, yeah?
He kind of goes. He puts his stuff next to the banks of where the water starts. Kind of goes in like enough to like kind of sit in, get in the water, kind of move around a little bit. And he even like kind of takes the egg and is just kind of looking at the egg and trying to remind himself like this is what you're supposed to be focusing on. Why are you getting drunk? Why are you? You almost killed somebody who was a partner of yours. Like.
Okay, so you're spending time with your egg, just hanging around, looking at it, sort of trying to figure out what it is while you're there.
Right.
As you're looking at it, and you're like, sort of, oh, what is this egg thing? What's going on? It does a little wobble. You know how in Pokemon, when you're trying to catch a Pokemon, and the ball does a little wobble? It does one of those.
His eyes get huge. He kind of like am I still drunk? Just really questioning, like, did I really see that? And he's just like, very excited, kind of peering into it.
Okay, well, nothing other than that happens. It just does a little wobble and then stops.
Does it do that with all of us, or just Zakonis' egg?
Just Zakonis.
Seems he almost gets disappointed, but like he still remembers like that's a good sign. That's a good sign. It means nothing bad's happening to it. Maybe it's getting close to hatching. He kind of recalls some eggs he's dealt with or like encountered in the past and stuff, and in the forest area. So it's going to take that as very kind of like a sign of like this is his focus, and he's still the right spot. So he's going to take a positive viewpoint from this.
Okay. So yeah, you're just going to spend some more time with it, sort of hang around and think about stuff.
Yeah. He thinks he's pretty much sobered up. He'll kind of sober up and then like go and get back. Get out of the water. He feels like he's cleaned off. He feels like he's ready to go, turn in for the night.
Okay, cool. As Pearl is swimming around, you sort of bump into a squishy thing in the water, and you hear it.
I would like to. Wait, sorry, hang on.
Yeah, no worries.
She's so fussy. What part of me bumped into this thing?
Just like your arm bumped into it.
What was the sound again it made? Just didn't want to. No.
God.
My God, your sounds are so great.
That is menacing.
Are we?
What are you waking me up for?
Are we underwater?
Yeah, you're underwater, yeah.
Okay.
That is menacing as hell.
She's just gonna quickly turn and like.
What are you waking me up for? I was having a good sleep.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, you're sorry. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, that won't help me sleep, will it?
I can't see very well under here. I'm really sorry.
Does she make no remarks on the fact that she's naked? Does he not mention that, the fish?
No, he doesn't care. He's
don't
like
think he cares.
he's literally just been fucking woken up from his sleep. He's just a little frog. To be clear, this is a bullywug. It's a little frog creature.
They're adorable.
Yeah, he's not like
terrifying.
He's not like super aggressive. He just seems like a grouchy old frog.
What a description! What a description!
Wake me up.
I'm so. Would you like a lullaby to try and get back to sleep? Will that help?
Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, and he just sort of lays back down. Do a performance check.
All right. Oh God, where's my fucking D20? Ooh, that is a 15 total.
Sweet. Okay, you put him back to sleep, and you can go back to swimming.
Woohoo!
Yeah. So you're just swimming around. Javiel is still not back. Little break. Frost is also not here.
Can she also look for like any seaweed that she would know would be tasty? Like any sort of water plants?
Yeah. Do an investigation.
Okay.
While Zoe was distracting you, I returned.
Ooh!
Headset.
I rolled a 17.
17.
So 19 total.
19. Okay, you find like 2 days worth of rations of water
nice.
stuff.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
No lettuce. Why is it so out of focus?
No water lettuce. Sorry,
I
Frost.
can't believe he's got an entire stream without lettuce. Shit, can I wait in this ask?
Frost,
I have maximum lettuce still.
Frost, we join you in the wagon.
A wagon.
You've just got back to the wagon. How are you feeling? What are you thinking we're doing?
Well, I had some lettuce over for him tonight because I had 5 meals a day. So I still have 2 days spare for like tomorrow and the day after. But for today, I finished like my last bit of lettuce because it's mandatory that I put that in at least once a stream. I go ahead and count all the money that's left just to determine who gets what share.
Okay, you count out 150 gold.
So
you don't know if there was more.
I don't know, but assuming that because the Garner said he passed, and then with all 3, I take my 50 gold.
Okay.
Already.
Okay.
I feed some rations to Clip and Clock because.
Cool.
They've been
Fed
really
the horses,
good.
very nice.
Yeah, give me a little pet. Consider going out for a drive with the eggs. never come back. It would actually be kind of fun if I couldn't join anyone. I'd just steal the card and then you'd see me like in a cameo. but no, I can still visit next stream and the stream after. So I just check our supplies. If nothing was stolen, I'm assuming nothing was stolen.
No, nothing was stolen.
Nothing was stolen, and how solid is the roof of our car?
It's just like a canvas with some beams.
So I can't really use it as a hammock, can I? Do we have stuff to make a hammock? Oh, that might actually be. I have a bed. But yeah, I'll just put down the bedroll and then just sleep under the stars, the way I like to, you know.
Okay.
Canonically.
Cool. You go to sleep. Javiel.
After burying the gold.
After a long lie on the log and listening to the sounds of the people cavorting around, I start to have a little bit, not a crisis, but a little bit of a moment where I'm like, if I'm honest with myself, that show was a bit of a fucking disaster. And I'm really starting to question, like why I am, where I am, and doing what I'm doing. I'm not a performer. I'm not like Pearl. I'm not a warrior like the other pair. I'm a man of science, and I feel like I'm having a little bit of a slightly drunken melancholy. I feel like I've lost my way, and I realise that tonight I've met, a really, really interesting cat. Runs a centre of learning, a school up north, and I feel like I've really missed an opportunity there. Now I look over to the coil I was looking at earlier, and I feel like I didn't give it enough attention. I'm curious. Can I see whether or not they are the people still there? Is the coil attended or unattended at current?
Yeah, everyone's sort of moved away from the big fire now, and they're all in sort of little groups winding down, just having quieter chats and stuff like that. But yeah, the gnome and his friends are back over by the Targon Ezra coil.
Okay. Because I definitely wanted a closer look at that thing, and I didn't necessarily. I've had enough drinks to be like, I don't even know whether I really need permission. So I can't. But seeing as they are there, I guess I go over there and see if I can convince them to just let me have a little tinker, a little look under the bonnet. I realise if I'm gonna keep pace with the sort of frankly lunatics that I seem to have saddled myself with, then I really should try and up my skill set.
Okay. So you are over here. Zakonis might need to sort of move here a bit so he can see what's going on the screen. Where is your person? Did you put
Back in the top corner.
Top corner. Oh yeah, you are.
So I figured I could still walk around.
It's like, I don't know where the wagon is, so I'll just go here.
There you go. You're just outside of the camera, but you can see what's going on here, which is good for stream.
So.
Yeah,
I go up to them. I'm slightly dejected. I say to the first, I suppose the littlest of the gnomes. So did you see the show? Did you enjoy it?
Oh yes, loved the show. It was very good.
Oh, well, I'm glad. I'm glad. I wasn't sure whether it really. I didn't know whether it really came together. To be honest.
There was a couple of rocky moments, but You guys seem like a very good performing band.
No, that's kind of you to say. It's not my specialty, I have to say. It's a bit of kind of my first big production.
Oh well, yeah, you did a good job.
I feel like I should probably focus more on what I'm really good at, and that's science. That's this stuff. I mean, if you don't mind, I'd love to take a closer look at your coil. I find I've been thinking about it all night. It's fascinating.
Oh, you'd like to take a look, would you? Well then, follow me. And he just sort of walks over to it and does some things to it so it seems a bit less hectic, calms it down a bit.
Cool.
And then opens.
I can get a bit closer to it.
Opens a little flap, sort of in front of where you guys are standing. On the barrel here, opens a little flap, and inside there's a glowing blue stone, sort of floating near the bottom of the big barrel. Then some like sort of sparky fog rising from it.
Okay.
And he goes, this is the mechanism here.
So is this what powers the device?
Yep. It draws in the electricity from the air around it and harnesses it, turns it into energy.
I don't think I've ever seen a stone like that before. Where did you just find it, or is this something you created?
Oh, this is a rare meteorite that we found on a voyage to the north.
And are they commonly found up there, or is this?
Oh well, we only managed to find one.
I'd quite like to make a move to really inspect it. Maybe even have a little poke around inside. I really want to know what makes this thing tick.
You can do intelligence check.
Okay.
11. Okay, so you would have seen sort of similar things, maybe not exactly like this. This is, as he said, this is a rare comet stone that they found up in the icy north of the world. They went across the seas into the glaciers and found this. But there are sort of like stones that people have used to power contraptions and other such things, just nothing exactly like this.
Part of me's so tempted to try and come back and steal that stone.
Do it. Allow your inner frost to do this.
God.
I feel really. Right now, my JVL's wrestling right now because he wants that stone. He wants it, and he feels like maybe it's there's maybe the rest of the team might be able to help me, or maybe they'll just make the situation worse. I just don't know. I just don't know how much I can trust them to help me on this endeavour. I'm gonna make an offer. I'm gonna ask. I want to ask the name whether they'd consider. Would you ever consider parting with it? I mean.
Oh, I don't think I could do that. This is my life's work. I could definitely tell you where I found the stone, but it's a dangerous old trek.
Whereabouts did you find this meteorite then?
He sort of pulls out a little map of the north of the country. But there's a bit attached to the top that you wouldn't have seen before on any other maps, and it's just basically he's gone across the ocean to the north to find basically the North Pole, some icy glaciers. Everything's frozen around there, and you see a little path dotted along to where they went. And he says, "Here, we don't need the map anymore. So if you really want to go find some of this, then all the more luck to you. And he sort of hands you the map.
Okay, I've got a meteorite map. Meteorite map to the north. I'm putting in my little inventory here. Cool. Okay. Well, thank you. Is there any? I can see that it's a treacherous path. You've travelled this path before. Is there anything any information you might have for an unwary traveller? Anything I should pack for the journey? Anything I should be particularly worried about?
Oh well, I'd take some strong people with you, and look out for elementals. They're everywhere.
Right. Okay. Right. I suppress the worst angels of my nature and decide not to attempt to drug the gnomes and steal their rock.
Do it.
But as I decide not to do that, I start to worry that Frost has been rubbing off on me in a way that I'm not entirely comfortable with.
That is a very fair thought to have.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm not sure whether he's got the right idea. Maybe this could have saved me a very long trek to the north, or whether that's just not me. But I don't know. I'm really having an existential crisis. This whole, my bluster and pomp and bravado has been exposed tonight. I am not as charismatic as I come across. And that thought is what will haunt me as I fall asleep tonight.
Do you talk about the stone with us then?
I am gonna go to sleep, but I am not myself.
Okay. You get a chat still before you go to sleep? Do I wake up?
No, you're in the wagon. Javiel is sleeping on this log, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to my log because I still don't feel like I can really face the rest of the group.
There you go. You can lay back down on a log. Yeah, that's where we're gonna end.
on that really high note.
Yeah, you guys have all gone. You guys have sort of spent the night doing your stuff. Frost has gone back to the wagon. Zakonis is spending some time with his egg. He had a little wobble earlier.
A little wobble of the egg.
The egg did a wobble. And Pearl has had her little run-in with a bullywog and thought, maybe that's enough swimming. time for sleep. But yeah, you guys have successfully made some money at the festivities today.
And all killed one another.
You almost killed each other, which is...
Perfect.
Beautiful. I didn't expect anything less.
Not from me, anyway.
It's on theme for sure.
It is definitely on theme. But yeah, thank you guys. Thanks. Good show.
I am glad that I once again emerged unscathed, though.